I should be. Sorry, I was muted. My bad. I hate you. Thank you, Jesse, bro. I appreciate that. You're muted. I should be good now, right? You should be able to hear me. Speak up, Unk. I'm speaking. Hello there. Hello to you too, my friend. Hamzat missed weight. No, he made weight. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there was a whole debacle about him missing weight because the way they handled the scales and whatnot. And if you look at another angle, it looked like he just made weight. You know, I mean, the fight's happening regardless. So, and honestly, it's one of those fights where it's gotten so religious and political that I don't think people even care about excuses. They just want their guy to win. You know, I just want a fun fight. That's all I want. That's all I'm asking for. You know, even though I think we've got a good card ahead. And I can't wait for Fan versus Tyra and Buckley versus Brady. And honestly, I'm starting to think Strickland and Hamzat's going to be the worst fight on the card. What it do, JG Crew? Hey, listen, man. What's up, brother? It's so funny watching India in shambles because of Hamzat missing weight. What's it got to do with India? Do India just hate Hamzat Chimaev? Is that what it is? I don't know. I saw people accuse him of missing weight, but I don't know. It looked like from another. I don't know. It does look suspicious, but nothing's going to come from it. So post more. I need more. I was going to make a last-minute video for the Hamzat fight, but at the same time, I thought, I don't know if I could be bothered to make a third prediction video, you know what I mean? But I was going to do a Sean Strickland screw type video, and then I thought, well, if he wins, then it's going to backfire. But then I'm like, I don't think he's going to win. So then I'm just kind of left here confused. Why are you so early? I just thought I'd just go live for like 8 hours. You know, that's just what I'm doing right now. How the fuck did he make 170? How this guy used to... By cheating, you know? By holding a towel. Malga's favored being a member for 11 months. Day one right there. Biggest non-Conor press conference ever. Now I hope this fight don't become snooze fest. Yeah, I'm sure everyone's with you on that one. It could happen that way. It could be the worst fight on the main card in terms of entertainment. But it could also be very fun. I don't know. Maybe two boring styles cancel each other. I mean, I don't want to say Hamzat's boring, but his last fight was boring, you know. We'll see what Hamzat does, I guess. Hopefully he goes all in like he usually used to and like try and go for a finish early on. That would be fun. All I'm going to say is, sorry, off arch for you, the $5. All I'm going to say is, can we please have consistent weigh-in protocol, let the scale move for like 5 seconds, then adjust from there. It just looks hella bad. Yeah, it does look weird. It's weird that, I don't know the logistics of what we can do with a scale. I don't know why we can't just have a digital one. I don't know if this is more accurate, but when you look at them actually work the scale, it looks like they're just kind of fucking playing around with it, doing whatever. I don't understand it either. It would be nice if there was like a more consistent way of them doing it for every fighter, but thank you for the $5. What's it, £5? No, yeah, dollars. Thank you for the $5, bro. 100% this is needed. JG2 Strickland could have... Sorry, JG2 Strickland could have of the fact that Hamzat is the ultimate sports washing tool for Russia. Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, like they're also sport washing in the US as well, so it is what it is, you know. There's sport washing all over the place, if we're being honest. But yeah, I don't know. I just want a fun fight. That's really what I want out of this. You know, sports washing aside, I'm hoping for a good fight, and I'm hoping that the White House card is good. You know, even though everyone's been shitting on it, but I think it's pretty good. Do you like Red Dead Redemption 2? No spoilers for Chapter 6. I do like Red Dead Redemption 2. I thought it was one of the best games I've ever played in my life, to be honest. The snow part at the beginning is boring as shit, but after that, it starts to become peak. When is the presser? In about 2 hours. So I've gone live pretty early here. But I'll be live for like 12 hours, you know. Was going to make a last-minute Strickland Hamzat video, but I've already made 2 of them. So I feel like, can I really milk a third one? Can I really be bothered to milk a third one? I'll just wait till the event's done, and then I'll start rolling out more videos from Sunday or Monday onwards. Because I've got a lot of videos lined up here. Even though I've not started on any, but I'll get to them. How much are the Saudis paying Dana to protect Hamzat? Are the Saudis paying him? Is that who's paying him? I don't know. When is the White House press conference on your time? 10 p.m. 10 p.m. is when the UFC stream starts, but it'll probably be like another 10, 20 minutes after it actually starts. So, you know. When does UFC 328 start for the UK? For the UK. I think it starts at 10 p.m. for the early prelims, and the main card will be 2 a.m. Unfortunately. After we got the whole JDM Prates thing in Perth, and it was a glorious time zone for us, but now it's back to US time zone, which I know what I signed up for. You know, I'm not mad at it. Am I right, Trump? Am I right, you guys? Strickland won't be able to run pace. Strickland won't be able to run the pace, slow burn as he usually does. He's going to get his cardio tested with Khamzat takedowns. This is going to be a big test for both sides. I mean, I think Strickland has much better cardio than Khamzat, especially the way he looked on the scales. If you are like rooting for Khamzat, that's probably a worrying sign. Even though I still think he's going to win regardless, but Khamzat's cardio is definitely worse than Strickland's. Strickland will keep a pace for 5 rounds. Khamzat won't. Or I'm yet to see it, at least. He didn't have a fast pace against DDP, and he still slowed down at the end. But I mean, if Khamzat wears Strickland down throughout the fight, then maybe, I guess. UFC 6 beta looks like a mobile game. It looks shit. I'm with you. I agree. I know there's a lot of people defending it and like hyping it up. I feel like people are just starved of like any kind of new UFC game, but UFC just looks terrible in my opinion. I'm going to get it, and I'm just going to do a review video on it so I can hopefully make my money back, but yeah, I don't like the look of it. The whole flow state thing looks it just looks cringe. I don't like it at all. Everyone's hyping up the fighter uniqueness on the beta, even though there's 5 fighters to select from, and one of them is a cover star. So, like, no shit, they're going to be unique. And even then, they're not as unique as they really should be in an ideal world, in my opinion. The press conference was kind of shit, though. No, I liked it. I thought the first half was great. The last 10 minutes was redundant. Didn't need all that. They could have ended it there, like 10 minutes earlier. But it was a good press conference. Probably best one this decade so far, unless there was one I'm forgetting. I like the Adesanya Cannonier and the Adesanya Cannonier with Strickland fighting Pereira. That's probably the one that comes to mind this decade that I like the most, probably so far, unless I'm forgetting another one. But I like the whole Adesanya was fighting Cannonier, and then Cannonier didn't really have anything to say to him. But then Adesanya's getting mocked by Pereira and Strickland behind him, which was pretty fun. Also, the Strickland one with Adesanya when he brought up the whole dog stuff, that was fun. Also, the DDP one when he made Adesanya cry. Basically, all the ones that go against Adesanya have seemed to be the best ones this decade. Not that I'm an Adesanya hater. I'm just, just my opinion at least. Third live stream in 3 days. JGC on a generational run right now. I mean, as long as you guys like the streams, I'll just go live every day probably, I guess. Why not, As long as those super chats come in, who's with me? No, but I like going live. I would have made a video today, but I just didn't have it in me to make a third prediction. I don't think I had enough content. So I'll save some of the stuff I could have used for Sunday when I make my video after the event, I guess. And then after this event, I've got like actual other videos in mind already. So I should be active with the videos next week and the week after. Bro, why is Sahabi allowed on the White House? I mean, is this a Canadian agenda that he shouldn't be there? I don't know. I mean, they've allowed Ali Abdelaziz into the White House, so sky's the limit. Strickland's defensive grappling is so elite that nobody has ever registered a sub attempt on him. Yeah, there's never been a submission attempt on Strickland, but at the same time, I don't know if he is fighting Khamzat, though. He's never fought somebody like Khamzat Chimaev. I mean, I don't know if Khamzat's going to go for a submission. He might just stick for dominant positions if he can, like he did with DDP. But if someone's going to submit him, Khamzat can do it. We know he's tapped him in training. I get it, they're starting in positions. It's different in training. But, I mean, if someone is going to at least get a submission attempt, it's going to be Khamzat Chimaev. I can see him submitting him, but I am sticking with Khamzat by decision. Even though the odds are quite good to bet on Khamzat decision if that's the way anyone wants to go. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not trying to encourage anyone. I'm not even sponsored, And I'm not taking a sponsor from any betting company. If they want to get in touch, I'll sell myself out for the right money. I'm just saying. Are you showing the presser on screen or copyright? I don't think I can show it on screen, so probably not. But I don't think it's going to be the most eventful, so I'll probably just talk to chat while it's going on in the background. I don't know. I don't see too much happening in this White House press conference. Anyone excited for it? I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I just kind of look forward to seeing how, like, maybe they announce some things. Maybe Dana's got something interesting for us about the White House. I don't know. Maybe they'll just give us a secret fight and then Conor McGregor and Khabib walk out on stage and we get the secret main event, McGregor Khabib 2, at the White House and we all start going crazy. No, that's obviously not going to happen. We were blessed with yesterday. I know, it's crazy because all the weeks like prior to this, it's all been about White House this, Netflix MVP that. All for them just to get mogged by Khamzat and Strickland. Crazy. Who would have thought just a nice press conference with a nice beef, some shit talk to one another would mog fucking tens of millions pumped into shitty events? How's your day been, JG2? What's up, Chris? Yeah, my day's been okay. I went to the gym. I've been getting back into the gym, trying to, I'm thinking of starting a cut again. Now that the sun's out again, I feel like it's time to start leaning out like I was last year. Maybe I could reach a new peak this year. Who knows? But I'm feeling good. Now the sun, usually I get quite depressed during the winter because it's a depressing time in the UK. But I think this is where I start to prime. So this is probably why I'm being more active on YouTube as well. And I'll continue to be more active, uploading every couple of days. Who's with me? Offer for another $10 now. Maybe for another $5, bro. I'm not going to lie. I think Khamzat's game plan into anti-wrestling, he just out-scrambles people and he gets his back control or three-quarter Nelson in the scramble. Not going to lie. I think Chimaev's game plays into anti-wrestling, he just out-scrambles people. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he was scrambling around with Holland so much. But also, I mean, it's Kevin Holland. But also, I don't know. It's hard to... I can't even remember the Whittaker one. I just remembered he shot on him immediately, and then he tapped him out at the end of the first round. But I don't know. Maybe it depends on how Strickland handles his defensive grappling, I guess. I don't think he's going to stop any takedowns, so he's going to have to get back up, and he's going to have to start scrambling. I don't think he's even going to be able to sprawl out of anything, so yeah. I mean, I think it depends on how Strickland plays it as well. See how... Because also, after the press conference... I know everyone's saying how Strickland's mad, which I also think Strickland got madder of the two. But Khamzat was he was very emotional. Just as much as Strickland. I'm not surprised Strickland got heated. But also seeing Khamzat so emotional. I'm not saying emotional like he was going to cry or nothing. But he was he was getting angry as well. And he is emotional. He is fucking, he is emotional. I'm just trying not to say he's sad or nothing. But, yeah, maybe he goes after Strickland and tries to chase a finish, which I don't think really plays in his favor, but Khamzat was more heated. He kicked him and wouldn't let him speak. Yeah, no, I agree. I think Strickland got heated in specific moments, like the dad stuff, which I find it funny when people are like, he was about to cry. It's like, well, you are bringing up him being abused as a child, so I mean, I can't really blame him, but yeah, Strickland got mad for sure, but no one's really talking about Khamzat is also emotional after that. It's expected to see Strickland emotional. It's quite easy to get him mad, but Khamzat is definitely gonna... I don't know, he seems to be feeling some type of way about it all. When is the White House presser? It will be on in about 2 hours from now. Starts in an hour and 42 minutes, but it's the UFC live stream, so they usually take their time. They usually take their sweet time. They'll start the stream up. They'll start playing the White House AI promo 5 times, and then they'll start rolling people out, you know. People forget, man, Khamzat also cried in public. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's interesting the way people go after them for crying. I don't even really fucking care about them crying. I will say there was people coping about, there was people just outright oh, Strickland, Khamzat made him cry. And it's at no point did he cry. I don't understand. And then someone on Twitter posted a picture that kind of was a big tweet. And it was literally a picture of both of them. And it looked like Strickland was just straight up mogging him in that picture. They will cut Hockett's mic. Well, I mean, to be honest, if they aren't cutting Khamzat and Strickland's mic, I doubt they're going to be cutting Hockett's mic. Unless you mean because it's the White House. But I doubt it. I don't think Hockett's really going to say anything. He's not going to say anything worse than what Strickland or Khamzat said yesterday. So, not really any need to. Unless maybe he gets racial with Derek Lewis. But even then, I don't think Paramount or UFC are going to give a fuck about that. Although, I don't think he will anyway. So, actually, I did forget. Hockett did make the joke about Chandler's kids, and they are going to be on stage together. And he is fighting down. Hockett could make this interesting. He could make this massive. Crying best base for MMA. I mean, Adesanya cried, Strickland cried, Khamzat cried. All previous middleweight champions. DDP probably cried after the Khamzat fight. Hockett going to bring up the files in the middle of the fights. I don't think he's the type to... I don't think he would do that, to be honest. I don't know if there's anyone on stage to do that. I don't think there is any of them. None of them would do that, I don't think. I don't think Hockett's that way. Hockett just kind of throws out a lot of shit, random fucking... I don't know, he does a lot of rhymes and fucking... He acts like he's a poet on stage. Maybe, but if he does, that would be crazy. I don't even know where they're actually holding this press conference. I don't know if it's anywhere near the White House. I don't know where they're doing this, but... JG2 cried. Not in a while, to be honest. Hockett looks light-skinned, mixed race. I don't know what his ethnicity or race is, but yeah, I have no idea, to be honest. You think they just give Hamzat a title shot at 205 if he beats Strickland easily? I highly doubt it, but knowing UFC, they give title shots out if you know more than 500k followers. Yeah, they would get, if he beats Strickland easily, then yeah, 100%. I mean, if he moves up to light heavy, I mean, he's such a star, like they would just give him a title shot anyway. It'd be interesting if he lost to Strickland, but if he lost to Strickland, they'll do a rematch. But a lot of people are thinking like this is his last fight at middleweight because how he looked on the scales, but who knows? It seemed like his plan was to actually go up to light heavyweight prior because he was mentioning it. And I'm pretty sure Khalil Roundtree did say their plan was to actually fight Yuri Prohaska before they got the Strickland fight. Which if that's true, because also Arman Sarukian in a video that was posting around on Twitter was saying like, this is a big weight cut for Hamza. He's having to cut 41 pounds or something. So maybe his weight cut next time isn't as bad, but yeah, this one didn't. It seemed like he had to cut a lot. He looks pretty rough, but I think he's still going to win regardless anyway, so. But it could play into his cardio, so who knows, you know? You think Justin will get done like Charles? Yeah, I think so. Maybe not as soon as Charles did, because Charles did just walk straight into that massive fucking bomb from Ilya, but which was the dumbest thing he's ever done. I don't know why he tried to start a car crash with Ilya and then had such an elite game plan for Max Holloway and stunk up the gaff against everyone's wishes, but you know, I don't think he's going to get done like Charles, but he'll get done like Charles, just not as quick, I imagine. Maybe like 3-4 minutes in. I know that's pretty much the same as Charles. But I can see you going into the second round. But either way, he's getting flatlined for sure. Angel Toro. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Angel Della Toro. I've butchered the name. Thank you, Angel, for the $2. Do another punishment if Sean wins. I feel like it's too late now. No, I feel like it's fair because I am considering this for the White House card. I'll do a whole main card prediction. And I'll put up a forfeit for every fight. Only because it's such a small card. It's such a short card. And it's such a big event. I feel like that's a better way to go. I feel like that's fair, right? But I don't know what the forfeit would be for this one anyway. I'd have to think of some forfeits for the White House to do. But now I'm just making myself a complete jester. But hey, listen, I'll do it for the views. I'll do anything for some views, you know. Pay for the $2, bro. I appreciate it. Justin can take damage and could last 3 rounds. I mean, he got flatlined by Max Holloway. I get he was at the end of the fight and he was eye-poked a couple of times with a broken nose and was probably confused and dizzy when Max Holloway kind of put into the cage. And he did throw a rolling thunder a couple seconds before, so he probably was actually dizzy. But I think Ilya's going to KO him. I don't know, I just think Ilya Topuria just is the chosen. And I've actually been thinking this. IK spread... Thank you, IK spread, for the €2, bro. My gut says Strickland will win against Hamzat. I never trust my gut anymore. I'll never trust my gut. I'm just trying to be logical, and I just think to myself, Hamzat might just... If Hamzat's active enough, he could just become the GOAT. So I'm going to go with Hamzat. Also, Strickland's getting up there in his own cage. I don't see it for him. No, I could see it for him if Hamzat starts to slow down and Strickland can survive and like pressure him where he can on the feet and keep getting back to his feet. But I feel like by the time, even if he can start doing that, I feel like it's too little too late. But I hope so. I'd love to have a rematch and then Hamzat wins a rematch. Then we get a massive... Imagine we go 1-1 with Strickland Hamzat and then we get a trilogy. Could you imagine how fucking massive that would be, you know? Oh, God, I need it so bad. Thank you for the €2 though, bro. Fight Milk, thank you for the £2 as well. Hamzat getting that privilege on the scale. I don't know, chat. I feel like there was another angle of it and it looked like he did make weight. But it is... They need to be consistent with it so there's no doubt someone's cheating on the scales. But either way, it's one of those fights where it's so big and like... There's so many people watching this that don't really care about the sport. Like, it's not really going to make much difference, to be honest. Also, he kicked Strickland in the face off. So, like, what difference is anything going to make, you know? It's just going to come down to who wins, really, you know? But what was I saying? Ilya Topuria. Yeah, if he beats Gaethje. I'm just thinking Ilya Topuria might be the luckiest fighter to ever exist in the UFC because this man's getting on all the biggest events. He's going to get this monumental moment, knocking out Gaethje. I mean, he's actually going to get a movie after. I don't know. He's getting a movie-like career right now. And I was thinking, isn't it crazy? Because Hamzat's such a big star, Pereira's such a big star. Both of them have co-mained on Ilya events. Like, Ilya's making these guys co-mains. That's the type of guy that this guy is, you know? Even though half the fans hate him, but... Thoughts on UFC 6? I think it looks awful. Listen, I'm not going to judge it entirely because it is just a beta and a trailer so far. But from what I'm seeing, I don't like it. I'm going to buy it and I'm going to have fun on it. But I'm going to have fun on it because I'm willingly understanding I'm buying an EA Sports game. So I'm not expecting much. But I think I'll do a couple streams on it. I'll do a video on it and I'll kind of be done with the game after that. So hopefully I can make my money back at least. But I don't know. It's just, I don't like the look of it at all. At least, but again, I'm just going to wait till the game. Hopefully, at least, the new game modes are good. Hopefully, there is very good fighter uniqueness with the whole game, but I don't imagine it is. Everyone's hyping up the fight uniqueness in the beta, but there's 5 characters or 5 fighters in the beta so far. So, and one of them's a cover star. So, no. And even then, I don't feel like Pereira's that unique to how he actually fights. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. And the flow state is just cringe. I really don't like that at all. Hopefully that's not on ranked, because that shit, I don't like it. I don't even like that it's flow state, but it's not like you're putting on... I can understand if you're piecing up your opponent, you're destroying him, and then it puts you in a flow-like state. But it's not even that. It's just you're building up meter, and then you can call it whenever you want. And then the lights go off, and your fists start glowing with beams of light as if you're an anime character. Who asked for that? But anyway... Flow state is some Street Fighter shit. It reminded me of FIFA Street, and I'm just like, why is this in the game? It makes no sense. If it was in a specific mode, I'd be like, fair enough. It's like an arcadey mode. But if that's in every mode and you can't even turn it off, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. I don't even like the logistics behind it. Why is it a meter that's just filling up? To be fair, if you were just piecing up your opponent, they're about to get finished, and you start actually going into flow state, maybe that would be something that's also rewarding, but anyway. Your meter should come down when you're not actually doing much in the fight, at least. JG, Aussie maxing. I mean, I am a adopted Aussie, some would say, I guess. They are cooler English people, so I'd happily claim it. Facts, bro, the emo hair was Chad Light. It's going to come back. I don't know, I just let my hair just grow out, and then, I save money on haircuts, at least, because I don't get one for, 4 or 5 months, at least, so... I can't understand why the fans are hating on Ilya. Doesn't go for your family or religion. He just trying to sell the fight. I like Ilya. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel it's weird. People that can't enjoy him. He is putting on big events, massive moments, big fights. The only thing that I'll criticize Ilya for is he should be more, I would like him to be more active. If he can fight twice a year, he would be a perfect star to have, to be honest. Brutal knockouts. Seems well-rounded and fun to watch. Massive events. I wouldn't say he's the best trash talker, but he will talk shit with opponents if it comes to that, you know. Ilya hate is forced. I don't know what it is. I don't understand it. I really don't. I get there's the whole Makhachev Ilya side, which fair enough if you're a Makhachev fanboy. But even then, you can enjoy both of them. I like Makhachev and I like Topuria. I'd love the fight. I'll probably root for Ilya if I'm being honest, because I just think it'd be cool if he wins. But I don't hate Makhachev. I'm not gonna hate on Makhachev because I like Ilya. I think both of them are cool. Which I just think is a sick fight. I don't know, but it's not even just Makhachev fans or Topuria fans. It's the ones that live vicariously through them. The weirdo ones. Ilya is annoying and privileged. That's why. But it pays off. But this is my thing with the whole privileged thing. You can say he's privileged, fair enough, but he's living up to it. He's delivering on it. When O'Malley was getting Dana White privilege, it was lame because he's defending against Chito Vera, and it was yeah, people like that fight. It wasn't even just, it was a stupid title defense. Now he's getting this whiteout event against a layup in Sahabi, and he's not even been having fun fights, and it's we're kind of sick of O'Malley. But Ilya's a legitimate star, putting on great fights, big fights. I can't really complain. I just wish he was more active. I would admit that. Gaethje, bro. I know that it is lame, but at the same time, I don't blame Ilya though. I don't know. It's also the UFC's to blame why he's fighting Gaethje. I agree. I think it should be Arman. I would love it if. Although also chat, Arman Sarukian is the backup, which kind of sucks, but it's cool at least. At least he's the backup of all people. Imagine they put Paddy Pimblett as the backup. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Gaethje pulls out. So, Shady Boss, thank you for the £2, bro. Forcing Khabib crypto scam. I'll leave that to the Khabib fans. They can handle. That's their business. I don't want to step into their business. I'm not getting scammed by Khabib. all 5 times he's tried doing it, you know? I think for £2, though. I know, it's not just Khabib. All the fighters that run the crypto shit is like, it's lame. But I don't know, Khabib just gets away with it because a lot of his fanboys would just excuse it. Not all the actual fans, but like it's the lame ones. They'll just defend it, you know, no matter what. But all the fighters that run crypto shit is like, mate, fuck off. We ain't trying to buy that shit. People are only hating on Ilya because he's mainstream, awesome, and they want to be contrarians. I don't get it. Also, the whole like Arman Sarukian thing, like people really twist what he was saying. He didn't think Arman deserved the title shot because of the circumstances, and he's running at risk, like canceling a fight. Like he can't deliver. Like he's not reliable, is what Ilya was trying to say. Like he needs to earn the shot, and he was kind of right in the sense of when Arman did then fight Dan Hooker, he's headbutting him at the face-off, which I know people will be like, well, you some kind of pussy bit. Like it's like you can't just headbutt someone at the face-off and run the risk of the fight being cancelled. But I would like it to be Arman, you know. I think Arman and Ilya that's the biggest fight you could put on that's not a champ versus champ fight. But also, I'm kind of forgiving of it because if we're being honest, you really do need an American on the White House. In my opinion, at least, you need an American on it. It's just a shame that Gaethje's going to get absolutely floored and there's not really much competition there. But I explained like 10 reasons why people hate Ilya. I mean, I disagree with them for the most part. I don't know. I mean, you mentioned about the Arman thing, I guess, but I think the rest are kind of, I feel like the rest are kind of petty reasons to hate him. Invalid reasons. Yeah, I feel like they're not. Like, listen, you don't have to like Ilya. Like, I'm not saying you have to be a fan of his. I just don't get the hate. That's just my thing. Arman is the backup fighter for the White House. Yeah, I saw that. That's good to know. Hopefully, he gets to actually step up because that would be sick. At least we can get Gaethje to be the American that, like, he's the American on the card. Then he pulls out last minute, and then we get the Arman fight, you know? But that being said, it'll kind of be rough for Ilya because Arman's going to be training for Ilya, whereas Ilya... But then I don't think it really matters for Ilya because I think he's the chosen one. He's just going to knock everyone out. Besides for Islam at welterweight. It's at 10, right? Yeah, it's at 10. It's like an hour and a half away. What's up, Miller, by the way? Arman low-key starting to become annoying. Maybe I'm just an Ilya glazer, but I'm really starting to hate him. I like what Arman's doing, but it's Nina drama and it's a bit too much sometimes. I don't really like the Nina stuff. It's not even shit on Nina. It's just whenever she gets involved, it's kind of like you kill it. Like he's on a good run. Like leave him alone, you know. Maybe I'm just being an incel. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but I just don't like her presence around him. It kind of, it's just weird. Something weird about it. Saturday night, we're going to find out just how good Jared Cannonier is. Okay, fair enough. That is, although I think Strickland beat Cannonier, but hey, even though it was a close fight, but I like Diamond when, but also, to be fair to Strickland, at least getting robbed, at least in my opinion, I thought he should have got the win against Cannonier. But because of that, he did then step up on short notice against Imavov to redeem that loss, which has kind of aged very well, and it kind of helps his case to get the title shot. And it's kind of cool he has a win over Imavov if you're a Strickland fan. Do you see that Hockett and Alex had a run-in, apparently? Yeah, I saw they were reporting, like, in the media day or whatever it was for the White House stuff. Apparently, he had a face-off, and then he walked off, and Alex just said, that guy's crazy. Fair play to Hockett. He's doing the right things, at least, like, to get his name. And it's working for him, even though people hate him. But then he had a fun fight, so now everyone likes him. It's just funny how that works in MMA. Like, you can be a cunt and really annoying and corny and cringe. But if you have a fun fight, you win. Hey, we all fucking love you, you know? Doesn't change his personality whatsoever, but because he's winning fights, now it's cool, you know? How is it a bad reason that Ilya is annoying and unlikable? Watch the Rogan episode. Oh, wow. Joe, wow. That's so smart. Joe, wow. I never thought about that one, Joe, wow. I don't know. I just like him as a fighter. I mean, I feel like his Joe Rogan appearance has nothing to do with like his like fun fights, his knockouts, massive events. I just find him enjoyable as a champion and the star. Still bad reasons? Yeah, I feel like you're reaching, but Hustle Bones is like the resident troll in the chat, to be fair, so he might just be baiting. Who is Joe? Who's Joe? See, you even get like classic we already got big. Think about the memes that Ilia Topuria has brought into the MMA community. Because also, listen, fair play to the Dagestanis, like Islam that did the 2-3 years forget. It's old now. You know, we need more. Give us more material. With Ilia, we got Who's Joe? And then we got, because of Ilia, McGregor doing the whole top Toro. So those are two great memes right there. Don't get milked. Maybe the Toporo one gets a bit milked, but not as milked as 2-3 years forget, brother, you know. But all the, I don't know. I like both of them anyway, so I don't really mind. I love reading. I love reading books. What books do you read? I like a lot of self-help books. Yeah, these are the books I read. That was funny as fuck when he did that shit. The most milked one is, who the fuck is that guy? Yeah, I know, but that's kind of, that was milked, but it's like, it was milked years ago, so it's kind of like we're over it. Like 2-3 years forget is still getting milked. It's not that like, I'm not even like I hate on it. It's just like, sometimes Islam will just kind of throw it out there when like the context isn't really there for him to be saying it. And he's kind of doing it like we're pulling the string on Woody at times. But Islam's funny. I think Islam's cool. Compared to Marab / Dagestanis. Same exact Joe. Yeah, it's true as well. Blood doesn't read shit. Yeah, no, it was just funny that he tried. I don't know. That's funny, though, that Ilya did that. I don't know. He's a funny character to have. And he's like, he just wanders around like a 5'5" James Bond villain. I just like Ilya's presence, to be honest. Listen, even if you don't like Ilya Taporia, you cannot tell me the sport is better off without him. We're getting Ilya Islam, hopefully. Imagine, like, even though we talk about it so much, and it's kind of like, I don't know if we're actually going to get it. Imagine we actually do get Ilya Islam. That would be generational. That would be fucking nuts. Especially after his White House event with Gaethje and then Islam defending against Ian Gary. That fight would just be one of the biggest fights we'll ever get. Probably besides for McGregor fights, but you know what I mean. I know, he's just a cool, and he's just a big star to have. I like him, you know. You think Merab will not lose again till retire? No, I think he's going to lose the Yan trilogy. If I'm predicting on that early, I would say Yan wins. But that being said, I mean, Merab, obviously everyone was kind of excusing Merab with the whole, like, he was being really active, maybe too active, which fair enough. But at the same time, when that rematch happened, it didn't feel like Merab wasn't fight. Like, when Adesanya was staying overactive and, like, he kind of didn't look like himself in a couple fights, but Merab just looked like Merab. It just like Yan kind of had his nut, which is weird because he got so dominated badly in the first fight. But we'll see how the trilogy goes. But I don't see like Merab unless Merab does something different. I don't know. It just seemed like Merab to me. I hope Tom comes back. I think he'll fight this year, which is something to look forward to. I think the second half of the year should be better than the first half, even though 328 is actually. Do you know what? Well, actually, we're like mid-26 right now, aren't we? So, yeah, I think things are picking up, to be honest, for the rest of the year. We got 328, which is really great. I'm really enjoying this. If Strickland wins, we can build up a rematch. So that's something to look forward to next year, obviously. I don't know how you feel, chat. I'm okay with the McGregor comeback. I'm like, you know. But it'll be a big thing, I guess. I don't even think it'll be as big as the UFC are going to make it out to be, but it'll be a big thing. So there's International Fight Week. That would be cool. White House would be cool. We got to see what Netflix will do next week. So, but I think, I do think, Aspinall. I think Aspinall will be back this year. So then we get hopefully Pereira Aspinall, and then we could build up Aspinall Garn2 next year. So if things go the right way, we could have some fun months ahead. How the fuck is it May? Yeah, I know, time's flying. You know, we're going to die someday. So, you know, look forward to that as well. Did Hamzat miss weight or no? No, people are saying he missed weight because there was a controversy with the scale. Like, he just stepped on the scale, and the camera angles were weird. It looked like they didn't really look at the scale, but there's better angles. I think he made weight, but I could be wrong. I didn't really look all that into it. I didn't look all that into it because it's kind of like, even if he did miss weight, no one's going to fucking care or mention it after the fight. It's one of those things, like, you know what I mean? Like, no one's going to care about it. It's just going to be, oh, that was an excuse, but when does it start? In about an hour and a half, probably. Why all MMA YouTubers from Britain? I mean, it's just me and Guru, I think, right? Is there any other ones? I mean, there's other ones, but I don't know who else. McGregor versus Chandler confirmed. I mean, what's wrong with the Brits? I don't know. What's your problem with us, you know? Anyone else audio messing up? Hopefully not, because this is the only mic I have, so. Honestly, the White House card will be great, but I'm really looking forward to everything that comes after the White House card. Possibly Ilya versus Arman, or Ilya Islam, Tom versus winner of Alex versus Garn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If things go the right way, like Ilya, when he beats Gaethje, let's just be honest, when he floors him, when he chins the cunt. Yeah, it'll be next up. It has to be Arman if it is going to be a lightweight fight. If not, it has to be Islam. Because also, I mean, I think Ilya beats Gaethje, obviously, and I think Islam beats Gary. But it's annoying because the Islam-Ilya fight would be so much bigger and better if he could beat Arman first. But we'll see what happens, I guess. But if it's now or never, then yeah, maybe the Ilya Islam fight. We got to make it happen. We've been missing out on so many like fights the super fights we all want. We're not getting them. Like, this is a time to actually chat. We've been talking about Ilya Islam during the same time we were talking about Aspinall Jones, by the way. Those were on, like, I think Ilya and Islam were still a bit more hyped. But those were talked about the same time. Like, that's crazy. That's how long we've been kind of speculating the idea of Ilya Islam. There's Hopero. Oh, yeah, there's Hopero MMA. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. That Donald Trump thing was also cringe. Yeah, kind of it. It is, but it's sport washing, but it's kind of like, what can we do about it, you know? I'm just going to enjoy the White House card for what it is. It's going to be a big event. We got Ilya there. We got Pereira there. I'm thinking by the time we start getting closer to it, even though it's only a month away, but like, you know, when it's like a couple weeks away, I think Pereira Garn will start getting a lot more hyped up. Maybe we see Pereira in better shape. Things are looking more interesting. We'll see how it turns out. Oh, God, if Alex wins, my boy Volkov might be next in line to get slimed. If Alex wins, Alex Volkov. Now, this is what's the problem with, I think Volkov does beat Waldo, but the problem with that fight is, as far as it being like a title elimination bout, there's already so much scheduled for the heavyweight title. Like, if Pereira wins, he's going to have to fight Aspinall. And then if Aspinall beats Pereira, they're going to have to do Aspinall Garn too. So, like, the heavyweight title picture's kind of already lined up for the next year. And even if Garn wins, they're going to have to fight Aspinall, whichever way it goes. But the only way, like, the quickest way for the other heavyweights to get to a title shot now, they're going to need Garn to beat Pereira and then Garn to beat Aspinall. And then he could defend against someone in the division. But hopefully, praying to God, it doesn't happen that way. Because I'm hoping Garn gets his fucking slimed out at the White House. How long till the matches start? Are you talking about the White House event? I mean, the White House press conference? It'll be an hour and a half. GOAT. There's been a lot of GOAT talk this week, hasn't there? Who do you got at the White House card? I'm going to go with Ilya. That's a gimme, let's be honest. Who isn't going with Ilya, you know? Maybe Gaethje's parents are even picking Ilya, if they know what's good for them, at least. I'm going to go... I'm worried for Pereira, man. Oh, fuck, man. I need to see how powerful he looks, how fast he looks. That's my concern. I don't know how he's going to look ahead. He looks like he's got a gut. I am concerned. I need him to win, though. Listen, all I'm asking for is one more day. One more win, one more left hook. Can I just get one more left hook? I'm just going with Pereira for the fights right now, but I am genuinely concerned with that one. That must be the closest one on the fight, right? On the card. I'm going to go with O'Malley. They're laying him up with Sahabi. I'm going to go with Hockett. I'm going to go with Rufy by an easy knockout real highlight KO. And then I'm going to go with Lopez over Garcia. Pretty much all the favorites. I feel like Pereira and Garn's really the only hard one to pick, I feel like. I could see Garcia winning against Lopez, but I am going with Lopez nonetheless. Oh, Farch, thank you for the $2, bro. Thank you for all the donos. Tank heel hook or watch Pereira get fluked by Garn. Tank heel hook or watch Pereira. No, I can't. Pereira get fluked by... Nah, I'll go tank heel hook, please. I'll go with that. Oh, God. Actually, I don't even mind the Garn one I can live with if Aspinall slimes him out in the rematch. So there is kind of redemption there. Because it's going to be what... The thing is, the scary thing is about Pereira beating Garn is I'm going to have to watch Pereira and Aspinall, and it's going to be like watching my parents fight. You know, it's like I'm watching my parents getting divorced, and I don't know what... I mean, I'm going to go with Aspinall, you know, but still, you know, it's going to be hard to root against Pereira, but I'm going to have to do what I'm going to have to do, you know. What's the game plan if you spar Guru MMA? The game plan is... I don't know what the game plan would be for that. I hope Strickland sneaks his... Okay, fair enough. I'm not hoping for any criminal activities, you know. I'm wishing all the best for everyone. I just want a fun fight. And I just want Strickland to win, and I want a rematch, and I want Hamzat to win that one, and then I want a trilogy. That's the biggest event of all time, other than McGregor. It's nice to see we are getting new GOATs after so many years. Alex, Ilya, and Islam. People will probably push back on you for saying Alex, but I will defend Alex in the case of if he does win the third belt, no one can chat to him. He has 3 titles in 3 divisions. And I get it's an interim title, but still, who has 3 titles in 3 divisions? That is fucking nuts. And if he beats Aspinall, he is just a GOAT. Because everyone's trying to I know when you got Lucas Tracy trying to put Arman Sarukian 18th of all time because He beat who the fuck? Yoel Alvarez. But then if Yoel Alvarez loses tomorrow, he's probably going to resent making that whole argument. I just don't look at the GOAT list as like who is legitimately like the best quality. Who is the greater? Who's done the greatest shit? You know, and Pereira will be up there. He's in the conversation. You know, maybe I wouldn't put him as the GOAT per se, but I think he's in the conversation for it. If you got 3 titles, how are you not in the GOAT conversation? Lucas Tracy had Arman over his. It was insane. I don't know if it was. It had to be rage bait. It was crazy. When I think of like when people say the GOAT, you're talking about like greatness. Like, what quantifies that? Like, I just don't think beating Yoel Alvarez in the Apex quantifies to your... Like, it goes in there, but it's not a legacy-defining thing. Like, it's a good quality win. Like, it's an impressive win. But a title fight just is more greatness to you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, defending your belt quantifies more to greatness, I feel like. Like, if you're going to try and make an argument for Arman 18th, you're talking about who's the best of all time rather than the greatest, in my opinion. If Tom beats Garn and Pereira, no one can say shit about Tom's resume anymore. Yeah, for sure, especially if he slimes him out. But I don't think you'd slime out Pereira. I think Pereira's path to victory is taking him down and maybe... I mean, he could win on the feet, but like Pereira's got a good chance of catching him with something big, so... And then I think maybe wrestle in the rematch, even though people were trying to say Garn was defending all the takedowns as if he was really shooting massive fucking double legs on him. Like, he was really committing to the takedowns on Garn. Even though Garn was shoving his fingers into his face while he was trying to try and get to the hips. What do you think caused Adesanya's downfall? Maybe the growth of the middleweight division. Middleweight's getting better and bigger. Adesanya getting older, to be fair. But even then, like, I think it was just middleweight's getting better. I mean, Adesanya, when he was fighting for Tori, was literally on stage, literally saying, this guy doesn't belong here. He's beating nobody. And, like, Adesanya also was rushing people in onto short notice fights. He did it with, he tried it with DDP. Sorry, I think he pushed, who was it he pushed into quick notice fights? I think it was Fattori. I think Cannonier maybe. But then he tried it with DDP. It didn't work. And then he pushed Strickland into a short notice fight with him. And that backfired. Also, Adesanya's activity probably didn't help with him. He was very active. And he was having 5-round fights. So there's that. But I think it's mostly middleweight's getting better. I mean, Strickland's much better than Marvin Fattori. Like, everyone was like, wow. Like, people were trying to make out like it was a fluke that Strickland won a 5-round fight against him. Strickland's just much better than Fattori. And I think he's better than Cannonier, even though he had a competitive fight. But, I mean, the Cannonier fight wasn't like a washout. Like, it was a competitive fight. Let me just fix this. And even then, like, Whittaker, like, he was, like, arguably lost to Whittaker in the rematch. Even though the first one was a great win for Adesanya. But if only Usman versus Hamzat was a 5-rounder. Yeah, I think Usman would have won that for sure. If it was a 5-rounder, yeah, 100%. I mean, I think it was... I think Usman won. I'd have to rewatch it, but I don't remember thinking Hamzat had a 10-8 round. But I might be wrong. I have to rewatch it. But I definitely don't think Usman lost that fight. Also, I mean, credit to Usman. That was a weak notice upper division against Hamzat. That was fucking crazy that Usman was that ballsy to do that. But ever since Buckley, he's like, no, I got to sit out for the title. I deserve my title shot off one Buckley win, you know? Especially if Buckley loses to Brady. That's going to even look more stupid in hindsight as well. I would 100% never win again to beat Alex in Izzy's... Oh, yeah, I think Izzy sold his soul. Oh, you're talking about the downfall. Yeah, I think Izzy sold his soul to get a win over Pereira. I'm not even joking. I think he genuinely sold a part of himself to make that happen. Because also, Adesanya did that whole motivational speech. If you just feel this feeling I feel one time in my life, I think he's going to be... He's just never going to get that high ever again. He really peaked in life at that very moment. You know, that moment where he made fun of a crying child because they just watched their dad get knocked out. That was the peak of Adesanya's life. That's the happiest he's ever felt. Should have been a draw. Yeah, I think a draw is a fair argument. I don't think it was a draw or a Usman win. I'd have to rewatch the first round to remember. I just don't remember it being a... I know there's an argument for a 10-8. I just don't think I personally thought it was a 10-8. I just don't think he did enough damage for it to be a 10-8 from what I remember. Obviously, like a very dominant round from Hamzat. Like, it's not like a blatant 10-9, but I do think it was a 10-9. I don't think I have one GOAT, but I have 3 people tied for number 1. Johnny Bones, Mighty Mouse, and Khabib. Crazy, because I have GSP above all of them, but fair enough. Happiest other than that time it was dog? Possibly. Yeah, he was probably, he looked happy with his dog back in the day. From those videos when he was doing Willy time with him. I can't believe the privileged Hamzat did not make weight, and it's frustrating that they refuse to switch to digital scales. It's weird they haven't done it already, even years ago, but yeah, they're just kind of, I don't know, the UFC just seem, I don't know, that I don't understand what we have to do to go to, I don't get the logistics, I don't see the negative to digital scales. Maybe I'm unaware of something, but are we beating Hamzat? I don't think we will be beating Hamzat, unfortunately. I would love it if we could, and then we could get a rematch, and then we could get a trilogy, and then the quadrilogy. But, because oh man, I really want the rematch as well, because after this, what's really left for Hamzat, other than moving up a division, maybe? If Strickland was right about anything this whole week, it was one, yeah, Hamzat can't control himself at the face-off. But secondly, I agree with him. I don't really care for Hamzat versus Imavov. I think Hamzat destroys Imavov. And then after that, we're talking about fucking Brendan Allen. I don't even think they're going to fight because they're boys, but what's left in the division for him? DDP's going to the event, but are we trying to build up a DDP rematch? Because I ain't trying to watch that shit. It's DDP rematch. I'm not trying to watch that, though. Who really wants to watch DDP versus Hamzat Chimaev 2? I don't care to see it at all. Off arch, thank you with the $2. I think with all the fucking donos. Digital scale, no. AI promo, yes, sir. Yeah, so maybe, you know what? Maybe we should have AI just weigh in the fighters. Maybe that would be the best. Maybe just send in a picture and do an AI like weigh-in app, and then the AI will tell us what their weigh-in is. Thank you with $2 though, bro. How many minutes until the White House presser? Is a link on the UFC page or the White House page? It's on the official UFC page. Yeah, it's there, but it's like scheduled to happen in like an hour and 8 minutes. But I would say it's going to be like an hour and 20 minutes because they're going to run a few promos and then like they're going to bring the fighters out after that. $2 is bro's food for the day. Mine are off archers because, yeah, to be honest, I mean, I could do with some money to get. I mean, fruit is very expensive. I've been trying to eat some more blueberries recently, but like £4 for a whole pack is outrageous. But I do kind of. I need my 5 a day, you know. All I eat is, I have a few blueberries. I do like blackberries, but I don't eat them all that often because I really fucking hate the seeds in blackberries. It's so annoying. Don't even get me started on blackberries. But blueberries, elite. I love blueberries. I do like strawberries, but like I can't be asked to. I don't know. I feel like it's a whole like. I personally like to cut off the stem, and I can't be asked to do all of that. So I'm not even gonna go for it. Blueberries, you can open the packet and you're just there snacking on them, you know. And then that's about it. Yeah, and other than that, I eat some potatoes. I'll eat some veg. I'll eat minced chicken. And then I'll eat ice cream. That's pretty much my diet every day. DDP subs him 6 out of 10 times. KOs him 3 out of 10 times. DDP subs it. I don't think that's... I definitely don't think that's true because they've already fought before and he got completely dominated by Hamzat. But, you know, maybe the next 10 fights. You can but half a pound of liver for $2. I don't know what the economy is like in the US for your groceries, but, you know. I am from the US and have been in Europe for 2 weeks, and I am struggling with missing UFC late at night. I feel for you guys. Sorry, I am from the US and have... Oh, you've been in Europe for 2 weeks. Well, you had the Perth event, which was good for us, but yeah. I appreciate the Perth event because it really had Americans understand up. Because I've always hated this. Whenever I'll hate and like I'll complain about a fight being boring, like the Hamzat and DDP one, and people are like, be grateful. I'm like, bro, I'm paying to watch this shit at 5 fucking a.m. I'm going to complain if I want to fucking complain, you know? God, it gets on my tits. It really fucking annoys me. I get it's my choice. I signed up for this. I know what I'm signing up for. But, like, I have a right to complain if a fight is boring. Oh, well, why don't you blame DDP for it? I don't care who you blame. The fight was boring. I just want to complain about it. Like, imagine I'm complaining about the weather and someone's like, well, why don't you blame God for it? I don't care who's in charge here. I just want to complain about shit. God, I just love to run, you know what I mean? British people want to complain. Let us fucking complain. It's all we have. We get 1 month a year, you know? The cards end at midnight for Americans. Bro, that's when they start for us, you know? It's fucking awful. But again, I'm not one to really complain about it. That's the type of MMA hardcore that I am, you know. UFC is for the fans. Not anymore, is it not? Is it? Fuck. I don't remember the last time it felt like it was for the fans. Even the video games don't feel like they're for the fans anymore. It just feels like pure EA slop. At least back in the day when we had the Just Bleed guys in the crowd, you know, we'd put on fun fights. We didn't have these annoying ass fans complain. We didn't have these race wars going on. It was just pure vibes, you know. We'd have the Face of Pain, you know, we were a trashy community, but we were our community, you know. Even the Undisputed games, elite, and you could tell they were made by people that loved the sport of MMA. Now we got EA slop, and we got shit cards, and we got AI promos. But we got each other at least. Sorry for the whole run then. I had to let that off my chest. Bro, you going to live stream the fights? I mean, I'm not going to stay live till the event. That's like fucking how many hours away. But I will be live for the event for sure. Okay, dude, thank you for the $5. As always, thank you for all your donos. Finally knew how you felt during the Perth event. Man, boring fights felt worse. And when you're tired. I try not to complain about it because I know like there's a lot of Americans in it, I imagine, which I'll never really complain. Like, it's an American organization. It should be on American time. But I just want to complain about shit if I want to complain about it, you know? Thank you for the $5, as always, bro. People have been complaining about the UFC being boring for ages now. And here comes someone, Strickland, who wants to make it exciting again. And fans turn on him. Now, I think it's more so that, to be honest, a lot of the Strickland Hamzat stuff, because it's very political and religiously motivated, I guess, with the trash talk, there's a lot of people that don't really care about the sport that are tuning in for this one. Like, I know a lot of people that are like really invested in this, but this is the only fight they're going to watch for the whole year. So there's a lot of people, and listen, I'm not even complaining. If that's like what people want to do with their time, fair enough. I'm not complaining about it, but that's just what it is. But yeah, there's a lot of people that there are MMA fans that hate Strickland, you know. I don't know. You know what's weird, though? They did that with McGregor during the Khabib press conference. But after this one, there's a lot of people that were hating. People that wanted McGregor out of the sport for years are now posting about the Khabib-McGregor press conference, getting all nostalgic about it, acting like it was a childhood movie they grew up on. And it's like, well, you guys fucking wanted him out the sport, and now you're, like, getting nostalgic about him. Like, which one is it? I don't understand. But yeah, I mean, listen, they're dickheads, whatever. Like, but they're fun to have. I enjoy them, you know. Who do you think is the better matchup for Tom, Alex, or Garn? In my opinion, it's Garn because Tom's striking defense is inconsistent, though I do believe Tom has greater grappling advantages against Garn. I feel like most people would say it's Pereira. I would agree. I just made an argument for everyone else there on their behalf, but I think Pereira is the easier matchup for Tom. I think Garn is genuinely the trickiest matchup at heavyweight. I think if he can beat Garn, I think he pretty much beat everyone. I think Alex has a good shot of like getting him on the feet for sure. But I think he would have an easier time grappling Alex than he would Garn, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, I guess his striking defense is inconsistent. But I don't know, it's weird with the Tom Garn fight in the first place because a lot of people, I know there's a lot of hype for Tom and I'm also part of that. And like a lot of us Tom fans are part of that. But at the same time, people really genuinely act like if he doesn't just knock you out with a 1-2 immediately, he is just genuinely done. It's like, I don't even think most Tom fans were... I mean, a lot of people were predicting Tom to win immediately. I don't know if I actually said, but I was thinking a round 2 finish for Tom. But also, a lot of people are so crazy on the idea that Garn was so ahead. It's like he was ahead by 3 strikes as the point fighter. And we already knew before... Even in my prediction video, I was saying Tom is just going to run into jabs. That's what he does. He just runs into shots, which maybe he'll fix by the time there's a rematch. I don't think he will. I think he'll do the same thing, but... yeah, people really hyped up. Chat, does anyone remember the night of the fight? People were talking about Garn broke his nose. They were saying shit like his nose was broke, he was busted up. And then they post a picture of him. Like, the amount of spam I've seen of his face after he got eye poked and he's all dazed. Like, he literally got eye poked. Yeah, he looks like, he doesn't look very good, does he? Bro, if you thought the Cyril matchup was easy, that's like thinking Fluffy was going to beat Sean. Yeah, I always thought it was I'm predicting Tom to beat Garn, but I think it is his toughest matchup at heavyweight. Like Garn's giving him a tough time. Like, Garn could have won the fight. To be honest, if Garn fucked it over for anyone, I think he fucked over himself the most because he was up on the... I mean, even though I think Tom could have potentially taken the first round, there was 30 seconds left. He could have just out of nowhere dropped him or like... It seemed like momentum was going in Tom's favor, in my opinion. He was finding his range more. He was starting to get him a couple times in the last minute prior to the eye poke. But Garn was winning the first round just slightly, in my opinion. I think he probably would have ended up taking the first round. He could have been up and around with some notable damage to the judges. Now he's going to have to redo that fight after a Pereira fight, and now he's older, and now, you know. Granted, Tom's going to be rusty as well, but if Pereira wins and then Aspinall beats Pereira, then he's going to shake off the ring rust as well. So Garn was up. I think so too, but I don't think he was up by much. I mean, I think Aspinall could have taken the... It's not like it was a dominant, clear round by Garn where Tom couldn't have stolen the round. But I'm saying Tom would have had to have stolen the round to do that. I think Garn was up on the round for sure. Garn is an idiot, and eye poke should be an instant point deduction. I agree. Especially if they're deliberate. Like, he's got his fingers in his face. So, like, if it's like genuine, you could tell it is an accident. Fair enough. But yeah, I think that should have been a point deducted for sure. But also, Tom wouldn't have even won the round because they would have taken a point off. So, which one is it, buddy? You know? Louise, thank you for the $10 dollars. Thank you so much, as always. I mean, he has a greater grappling advantage against Alex. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I think Garn is tougher to beat, but Alex could spark him out if he leaves his chin up like he did in UFC 321. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Garn is tougher for him to beat. But yeah, I think Alex has the better like puncher's chance of like putting Tom away. But I think Garn's the trickier one for Tom to beat. I think Tom should have an easier time while he's winning against Pereira, basically. But yeah, if he's on the feet just running into shots like he was against... Because Garn isn't a knockout. Like, Garn isn't going to put you away with a jab. He's just going to keep busting you up with it. But yeah, Pereira could actually hurt you on the feet. So Pereira would be scarier for like, he could knock him out. But I think it'd be an easier matchup for Tom. Also, Pereira getting up there in age, like he is going to start tailing off at some point, surely. You know, even though he's at heavyweight now, which is best for the older guys, but... I thank you again for the $10, bro. Tom was stalking the fuck out of Garn. He was getting close and closer. Tom would have had him for sure. I mean, I don't know if he would have. I mean, it's all like speculation, you know what I mean? Like Garn was up, but it's just the way people try and sell it. Like Garn was like, when they like actually say he was piecing him up, like Tom was just running into jabs, you know? Like Tom was landing. Also, like people don't even mention, like Tom was blasting some big low kicks. Garn's movement was genuinely slowing down. Like, he was hopping around all over the place. He had great movement to begin with, and then, like, it was tailing off. Like, he was blasting some good low kicks on him. And also, that's a good, which would be a good game plan for Tom, especially, because also Tom was predicting that prior to the fight. It was like, I think it's going to go into the later rounds. We're going to have to both be tiring down, and then I'm going to catch him, so... But we'll see how the rematch goes. I think the rematch goes in Tom's favor. I think he's got more time on his side. Garn's going to be older. You know, get ready to watch Chimaev hold on the dear life for 25 minutes, gang. Possibly, that could happen. But Strickland's got better get-ups than DDP, so I think he should have more moment. He shouldn't be stuck in crucifix, at least. I don't think. But he's going to get taken down and mauled, in my opinion. And I think maybe, also, if he does keep getting up to his feet and scrambling, there should be opportunities for Hamzat to try and get submission in, so... Malgus, thank you for the 100 rupees, as always. Fan versus Tyra and Volkov versus Wilder predictions. I feel like Wilder's kind of... you know what? Let's do a poll for that. Let me just do a quick... I don't know if I did a poll for this. Who wins? I think most people are going for Tyra, though. I think I already did this, but we'll do it again. I'm just curious what chat thinks. I think Volkov's a good pick. I feel like if it weren't for the Garn thing, he's on a good 6-fight win streak. I don't really believe it. I feel like Wilder's a bit of a hype job, a little bit. Like, I don't buy into how good of a ball. I don't know. I just feel like Volkov's going to take it. But Fan Tyra, I mean... I don't know, I'm going to go Volkov and I'm going to go Tyra. I've been thinking of going Fan for the longest time since the matchup was made. But in the last few days, I've kind of switched up. I'm going with the Tyra side. I know a lot of people have been posting like Fan getting taken down by Bruno Silva and like when he was by Ray. But he does get up. But that being said, Tyra also is a better grappler than both of them. And he is good at taking the back. So I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted, but I think I'm going Tyra because I feel like there's more of a gap in the grappling than there is the striking. I feel like he's competent enough to be striking with Fan, even though Fan will have more volume and whatnot. But we'll see. I don't know. They're both so young. They're both going to be making big improvements as well. But he's coming off that great Moreno win as well. Fan wasn't. I don't know. I can't even judge off the Pantoja one. It just ended too early as well to tell, but. I still can't believe it. But I think for the 100 rupees. Yeah, I'm going to go Tyra and I'm going to go with Volkov. Volkov, I'm very sure of. Tyra, I'm kind of worried on in terms of main picks. Picks that I'm kind of iffy on, but I am going with. I'm going to go with Tyra, which I wouldn't blame anyone for going Fan. And I'm going to go Buckley, even though Brady probably is. I mean, I think Brady is the better fighter. But I feel like Buckley is going to get him. So those are my two iffy ones. But Bobby Green, I think that's a given, even though Stevens actually missed weight by 4 pounds. But I'm still going to go with Green. I think that's an easy win for Green. What was the other one on the card? Oh, yeah, Buckley I'm going with, even though I'm iffy on that. Volkov, I feel like is a give me. And yeah, I'm going to go with Tyra, and I'm going with Hamzat, which is a give me in my opinion. It's Fan. Could be. He could win. But we'll see, though. I'm just going with... I think the gap in the grappling is more than the striking. I feel like it's going to be close enough on the feet, but if it goes to the grappling, then I think Tyra's going to take it. And he is going to grapple with him. Like, he is going to get him down. Even though Fan's got good get-ups, and he does have decent takedown defense as well, but I think Tyra's the best grappler he's faced, so Tyra's striking underrated. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do think Fan's still a better striker. It's just I think Tyra can compete on the feet more than Fan can with the grappling, so... I feel like also, I don't know, I feel like for how even they seem, I just feel like there's more in Tyra's favor. I feel like it's more of a case to make with Tyra. Fan's so young that we don't know much about his grappling game because he can improve so... Yeah, I agree, Miller, but also the thing is like, Tyra is also so young, even though he is older, but they are both so young. My problem is I would have loved to have seen how the Pantoja fight would have gone with Fan if it played out. And with the Roy Val fight, I would have liked to have seen if Roy Val could have tested the grappling more. But the Ray fight and the Bruno fight were interesting. He did well enough in the grappling in those fights. Also, I mean, even though I'm coping with this, like, he kind of should be undefeated in the UFC. But I mean, the Charles Johnson knockout is like, he was on his way to winning a decision before he got caught. So, but I'm coping with that. Tyra will wash Fan on the ground. See, I don't know what to think of the... yeah, maybe he could. See, that's the thing. He could do that. I can't see Fan washing Tyra on the feet. I feel like on the feet, it's a lot more competitive than on the ground. It's just how good is Fan's defensive takedowns and his grappling when it comes to Tyra. Which could hold up. It could hold up, so we'll see. Tyra striking not Fan level. I mean, no, but Fan's grappling isn't on Tyra's level. Like, the striking of Tyra is closer to the striking of Fan than Fan's grappling. Even though it's kind of not all that known, I guess. But I feel that's the best I can speculate on it anyway. Hey, J2, how long do you think Topuria versus Gaethje goes? Depending if Gaethje gets an eye poke, which I'm going to be predicting he does. But maybe it won't go any longer than the second round. But I think a knockout within the first 2 rounds. But if he does just knock him out immediately, he is going to be like... The aura levels are going to be rising further and further for Topuria. But if Topuria goes into like the second or third round, the amount of... If Topuria goes into the second or third round and still knocks out Gaethje, the amount of hate he gets, he's going to get so badly slandered. He's going to have to get a round 1 knockout to barely satisfy people that pretty much hate him. Hamzat did look big. Hamzat starting early on those leg kicks. Did Hamzat look big? Hamzat's looking in kind of weird shape for this event, to be honest. But yeah, he's been looking big. It seems like he was planning to actually go up to light heavyweight, though. So, you, JG2, beta white boy, you are not hyping up MLY boy, Kavanaugh, because he is half Chinese. Shameful. I like Kavanaugh. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I don't understand. I don't actually understand your point there. Unless you just want to call me a beta white boy, then fair enough, I guess. Fan already the flyweight GOAT just for bodying Mighty Mouse legacy. What did he, by getting a win over Pantoja? Is that how he bodied his legacy? Fan needs to change his fight name to, okay, fair enough. If you're Strickland, are you lining up a flying knee in the first 15 minutes? I've seen people legitimately make arguments for Strickland doing the Masvidal flying knee. I don't really think it's the way to... I don't think he's got the mobility or the power or anything to do that. And also, people are kind of not counting the fact that Hamzat really has a lot more mobility and agility than Ben Askren to just go... Like, Ben Askren's watching Masvidal sprint at him with a bounce off the fence, running, sprinting, jumping. Ben Askren could have just gone left or right, but he has no mobility left in his hips that he just goes... Let me just put my head straight into this. This moving target flying at me. Let me just duck right into it. What time is it for you? It is 10 past 9 p.m., my friend. Fan went on DJ's show and said, I didn't know you because I only knew Did he actually say... If he said that, that's funny. There's no way he doesn't know who Mighty Mouse is, especially the fact that he's also a flyweight. I'd be surprised if he didn't, but if he said that, it's funny at least. Ben Askren's hips were cooked when he came to the UFC. Yeah, it was coming off. I don't know if it was his first or second retirement. I know he retired prior, but yeah. Like it's low-key a conspiracy. Sorry, what are we talking about? Oh, sorry. Wonder why everyone is coming in fat and blobby nowadays for title fights. First Justin, then Allberg, now Hamzat. Well, Justin's just kind of older, I guess. Maybe that's why. I think with Hamzat, I think he was legitimately like planning to move to light heavyweight because he was talking about it. He was looking big out of camp. But yeah, he's just making a massive cut, I guess. The cut to make weight for this event. Yeah, I guess he just has to sprawl. I just hope he grapples better than DDP. I don't see him sprawling out of takedowns unless he's in like the last couple rounds, but I can see him working his way back up to his feet against the fence and scooting back to the fence, shit like that. But I just don't, I don't know. I don't see him getting stuck in crucifix though, unless Hamzat's just getting even more dominant and even scarier. But yeah, he is going to get taken down at least. That's a given. He's going to get taken down immediately. It's just how often can he get back up? And how long can he survive as well? So, for real, Garner's dirty. Yeah, Garner's a dirty fucking scumbag, but it is what it is. Hopefully he gets his karma at the White House. It's just crazy. If he wins at the White... Like, the fact he's getting this opportunity after being a dirty scumbag, it's like... And if he wins and then gets to us, crazy how he's fluked his career. And the worst thing about Garner of everything is like he gets this infinite title shot glitch. He's not even fun to watch. He's just a heavyweight with abs and he's good. That's all he's got going for him. It's not even like he's entertaining. It's not even like he really sells a fight. It's just kind of like, oh, he's a good heavyweight. Karma by the Sharma. Hopefully, I pray to God that Sharma slimes him out. But I just don't really... Sorry, no, I could see that happening. I'm praying it happens. Although, I mean, it's hard to kind of slime out Garner. And like, he's never actually lost a fight that wasn't a undisputed title fight, which is a bit concerning. But, you know. People will say, but that's not fair. Tom has time to prepare better for the rematch. That's Garn's fault. No, but also he's having to recover and he couldn't train for months and he's going to be rusty. So I think it benefit. It's not going to benefit Garn because he's kind of older and he's going to be getting older by the time it happens and he has to have a Pereira fight. But I mean, at least he won't be rusty after having months of not being able to train properly and shit. And yeah, it is Garn's fault. Like, I have no sympathy for Garn. I think he's a cunt. Fuck him. Garn wins. Garn versus Aspinall 2 and Pereira versus Hamzat for the vacant light heavyweight title. I don't think so. I think Pereira at this point is pretty much stuck at heavyweight. I think he'll retire at heavyweight even if he loses. I don't know who would fight at heavyweight, but like he is just a star. You can just, I don't know, maybe he'll go back down, but I don't really see it happening. I mean, it seems like he's committed to the bulk, and by committing to the bulk, I mean having a beer belly. Malgus, thank you for another 100 rupees. If Paramount made you CEO of UFC, what things will you change? I'd get rid of AI. I'd get rid of the UFC license with EA. I'll just scrap the contract. I don't even care what we got to pay. I pay it out. What else would I do? I would enforce a law into the UFC that says every champion must fight twice a year. And if you don't, without medical clearance for why you couldn't, we're taking the fucking belt off you. Or we're doing an interim title shot. What else would I do? I don't know. I would just be more enforcing shit to me. I would up the finishing bonuses. You get you know what? You get a bonus if you finish the fight. You get 100. You know what? The better the highlight reel KO, the more money you get. How about that? I don't know what else I can do. I don't know. I probably wouldn't be the best CEO, to be honest. Way less Apex. Yeah, I'd get rid of the Apex. I would actually do probably less events and I'd make more quality events. And I'd try and find more incentive ways to make fighters be more fun and shit. And I'd throw in more better, like, I want better promotion. I want better content leading up to the fights. Can we start doing face-to-face interviews? Can we, you know what I mean? Can we just start doing more fight? Can we get the fighters in so they can reenact memes? No, I don't want that. I want them to fucking face-to-face interview. And I want someone to instigate some shit with them. Fire Dana. Yeah, I'd get rid of Dana. No more Apex, but make it real mini arena. Yeah, you can do the Apex, just have it be like once or twice a year and have it be all women's MMA fights. So that's how we can progress those divisions in the background while, you know, we need UFC Grand Prix. It's not logistical anymore, especially the way fighters are. Like, you're not going to get any tournaments, to be fair. It would be cool if we could do that, but it's just, that's kind of dated at this point. Yeah, where's the face-to-face stuff? I don't know why they just can't do it. I would have done it with Hamzat and Strickland. Like, that probably would have been a better way to handle the press. Like, have them sit down and have someone moderate it. And like, but then to be fair, they're still going to go crazy. But if you can do it with John Jones in DC, you can do it with pretty much most fighters at least. Or like handcuff them if you have to. Like, do something to restrain them. Yeah, Till first and like, why are we getting Till first and Masvidal face-to-face interview with Dan Hardy? But like, what's the only one since then? I'm pretty sure it's Dominic Cruz and Chito Ferreira. What made them? They really thought, all right, we need the Dominic Cruz and Chito Ferreira face-to-face interview. That's the one we need, and then we'll just never do it again. Y'all look at the Apex wrong, to be honest. It's this is Hustle Bones. He's probably trolling. Yeah, make women's MMA on the Fridays before real pay-per-views instead of mixed with male MMA, unlike any other major sport. You can throw the highly ranked stuff in there here, but I feel like UFC are actually trying to fade out women's MMA, to be honest. We've not got any women MMA title fights scheduled. I guess Kayla Harrison and Nunes was one that got cancelled, but it seems like we're getting like back-to-back events with no women fights on it. There seems to be a lot more cards with just no women MMA fights on it, which didn't seem to be the case at all with ESPN. That seemed pretty rare, but we're getting it quite often with Paramount, so I'm not trolling at all. It's just facts. All right, let's see here. Y'all look at the Apex wrong, to be honest. It's not meant to be a proper big event cards. It's just to expand the roster and give us fights every set. But it's shit. It's not good, though. And also, that's not even true. Like, we're just wasting people on the Apex. Like, it's not even moving or growing anything. It's just a waste of everyone's time. Hasn't been women's MMA fight, title fight since early November. 7 months ago. I mean, to be fair, we did have Harrison and Nunes scheduled, but yeah, I just don't need it. The one I remember last was Shevchenko versus Wei Li. So if that was 7 months ago, our time is fucking flying. Jesus. Women's MMA over. I think in the last year we've had 3 women's MMA fights. So yeah, I guess so. Maybe it was that long ago. Hamzat is going to expose Sean Jiu-Jitsu like Khabib did with Justin. I think it was literally the same narrative. No, I don't think the same narrative. The narrative with Justin was he's a great wrestler and can defend the takedowns. No one's really trying to, I don't know, if someone's trying to say that Sean's going to defend the takedowns early, they're just in denial. It's more about like how's his get-ups and how can he defend on the ground and shit like that. But with Gaethje, it was just a whole like, his leg kicks are going to wear Khabib down and he'll defend the takedowns. But, I mean, everyone had Khabib really. And also everyone has Hamzat winning this fight. So, I don't really think there's that many people seriously picking Strickland, to be honest, anyway. Force and Dana White Contender Series and Road to UFC. I seem regardless if they win or lose, they'll still get a chance to fight in the UFC. If they're like entertaining enough and stuff, like Dana will make exceptions, I guess. But I mean, they're good shows. They're better than the Ultimate Fighter, which I don't know why the UFC are still even trying to go along with. I mean, like, they should have just let that show die years ago. TDP has 33% takedown defense. I think Strickland's is in the 60s, but I mean, there's no argument for like Strickland defending the takedowns unless it goes into the later rounds. He's going to get taken down anyway, so I just don't think that's the argument for him defending against Hamzat's grappling. It's just, can he keep getting up? So, not misogynist. That's a great way to start a sentence. Not misogynist, but I'd rather pick amateur MMA men fight than top-level women MMA fights. Well, I think to be honest, I think it's fair because if we're being honest, most people don't like women's sports in other sports. It's only really MMA where they are kind of on the same level, on the same cards, and like you're kind of... To be fair, I think if you're consistent enough with the fact that most of us shit on heavyweights anyway, so it's not even like a gender thing. It's just like if a division's shit, we will just say the division's shit. Like heavyweight is mostly pure slop and it's garbage and no one wants it. The same way with a lot of these women MMA fights. And also, people will say women's MMA is just so far behind, it needs to catch up. I mean, not really. Like, the sport of... They still do the sport of MMA. The MMA has been growing. It's not like women's MMA is a completely different concept. Hi, thank you for the $5. What's up, bro? What the fuck? This is early on my break. Yeah, I thought I'd go early for the stream because... I know, I'll just stay live. I was going to make a video, but I thought I've already made 2... Strickland and Chimaev prediction videos, so do I really need to make a third, you know? Thank you for $5, so I hope you're enjoying your break. Allow PEDs for women's fights. Allow PEDs for women's fights. Well, it seems if you watch Kayla Harrison, it seems like they've kind of been allowing it anyway. Allegedly, I'm speculating. I don't know. Waldo being top 5 is a true instrument of how low heavyweight has sunk. Yeah, I agree. I think Waldo's overrated. I think he is incredibly... Because he's hanging in there. He's up there with, like, Garn, Pereira, Aspinall. Yeah, I think he's gonna lose to Volkov anyway. Then he's kind of hype die down. He's kind of not being a pit. But he'll be in that bracket of, like... B-tier heavyweight where like they're decent. They're not shit, but they're not really the good ones, in my opinion. He's going to get gate kept by Volkov, basically, in my opinion. Hey, Rafid, what's up? Thank you for the $5 Australian. Heavyweight is so sloppy, but at least it's getting better. It's getting more fun, at least. We got Hockett, I guess, who's kind of... I mean, the Blades win is a good win. It was a sick fight as well, so people are going to be excited for his next fight. And he's at the White House now, and he'll be at the press conference, so he'll build a bigger name for himself. So we got a big name coming up there. That's going to be interesting. If he can get really up there in the mix... I mean, he's got the Blade wins, so I don't know where he's ranked right now. We can have a look. Let me see where he's actually ranked. Even though I could have just asked someone in chat, but I've nearly pulled it up. Let's see. I mean, let's have a look at heavyweight. He's in the top 5, okay. And then if he beats Lewis, which is lower ranked. But I think the Lewis fight is more of like a massive opportunity for him more than anything else. And then he's kind of like, maybe he'll fight. Maybe they'll do him and Waldo next. Or Pavlovich. Although I think Pavlovich is a tough fight for Hockett, to be honest. But yeah. Harrison, what a dude. Also, thank you again for the $5, bro. Yeah, heavyweight is sloppy. But as long as it's fun, then, you know. Which is getting more fun. And we got Gable Stevenson on the International Fight Week card. So we'll see how that plays out as well. Doc Holiday, as always. Thank you so much for another member. Bro, this man always never fails to show up on stream and just gift a random membership. So thank you for the gifted member right there. As always, I don't really know more. Thank you as always, Doc Holiday, bro. I don't really know what more I can say about that, to be honest. Exactly, Hustle Bones, but Hamzat does have aura of invincibility, low-key. I want that gone by Sunday. So heavyweight is always one punch away from a sick KO, just past round 1. I mean, heavyweight's good. Like, this is like... Oh, sorry, there. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we got Pereira in the mix here now. Like, Pereira will be... Even if he loses, we got Pereira in the division up here. So, we got Aspinall, Garn, Pereira, Volkov. Waldo's decent. He is fun to have in the division. Like, he's a fun guy to have. He's doing some... he's running some good gimmicks with the eye patch stuff. You know... Some rivalry building with Aspinall, maybe, even though I think Aspinall doesn't give a fuck about it, and we'll slime him out when his time comes, but that's a good guy. And now we got Hockett in the mix. I still like Blades. Blades is there. Lewis is washed, but he's fun, I guess, and then the rest is just pure fucking shit slop, basically. Hockett is awesome. I appreciate what he's doing. It's cool. Like, I find it cringy a lot of the times, but I appreciate what he's doing. That's, to be honest, as fans, that's just what we need to... Listen, I find it cringe. I find a lot of it corny. Isn't that right, Miami? You know? But I appreciate it. It's the same thing. Listen, with the thing with Strickland and Hamzat as well, as much as people may hate Strickland or hate Hamzat, or whoever you're rooting for, I'm just appreciating that both of them are showing up and willing to risk being absolutely humiliated for our entertainment. That's what we need. That's what makes it exciting. Sorry, I just talking about heavyweight so much made me do that, if anyone heard that. How's Pavlovich top 3 again? What was the recent fight he won? I mean, he started winning fights again, and it could not have been the Rosenstrike one, right? There's another one after that, surely. Am I right, Miami? I just hate when he does the bobble of the head. Am I right, Miami? Am I right, White House? Hey, JG, do you think Susakayev will win his fight? Probably, but I do think he's overrated. I don't even know I can say he's overrated because most people are saying he's overrated. I just don't rate him, but he is winning it. I think he'll probably win. Bro, Hockett told Yeri, little cuts. Sorry, bro, Hockett told Yeri, I'll cut you with my lightsaber, homie. Yeah, just, you know what, even though it's just shit, he's not really the most witty or most, like, clever with his words. I can't say much, I'm not either, but just start shit with everyone. Just make as much noise as you possibly can, basically. It's working for him. As much as everyone was saying it's corny and cringe, like, I'm pretty sure his weigh-in video on Twitter got, like, 6 million views alone. Like, he is getting, like, popular. He's getting recognized, so. Hamzat weigh-in rigged. Possibly, but I'm not really going to complain about it. I don't know. From other angles, it looked like he did make weight. But it looks like a rough weigh-in, nonetheless, at least. Which could play a factor into the fight, but I'm not really holding my breath on that. I think Khamzat's going to win regardless. Raheem, thank you for the £5. What's up, bro? Thank you as always. Did you see Ilya Nu's training... Sorry, did you see Ilya Nu training footage where he's smashing NCAA Division 1 wrestlers and stopping their takedowns like it's nothing? He's a killer. I'm going to be honest, knowing Ilya, I can imagine he actually asked them to let him record that happen. But, I mean, I think everyone's been high on his grappling after the Charles fight, which he kind of looked competent enough against Charles. So I was kind of like, oh, damn, like, fucking sky's the limit with this guy. But yeah, his training, I mean, I haven't seen that myself. I'll have to look at it. I've seen him, like, hitting pads on, like, some videos here and there, but haven't been paying too much mind to it. I saw him watching Gaethje do, like, wrestling training, and he was, like, laughing at it, like, laughing it off. Yeah, I think Ilya's the chosen one, basically. So I wouldn't be surprised, but I thank you for the £5, bro, as always. I love Hockett the most. Hockett is, I mean, he's cool. You know what? Again, it's the thing with Hockett. Like, now we're talking in hindsight, but he really was running the risk of being an absolute meme and getting humiliated for the rest of his career. But it paid off, you know. That's the risk versus reward of being like a loudmouth trash talker, just talking shit to everyone. So we should stop making fun of people for doing it. Like, I think we all enjoy it, you know. I think Darren Lewis might get Hockett, honestly. If Hockett's going to fight the same way he did against Blaze and he's getting touched up that many times, but I think he's going to try and wrestle him. But I think he'll stand with him as well. It's just, yeah, he is running the risk of getting hurt by something when it comes to Lewis. Like, Lewis is a harder hit than Blaze. Obviously, I mean, that was a cold fucking take to say the least. Simeon, I don't know if I pronounced that right. Simeon, thank you for the $5, bro. Who has a better chance of winning, Strickland or Gaethje? I think Strickland has a better chance. I would say Strickland's got like a 10 to 12% chance of winning. I think Gaethje's got like a 4% chance, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know, I got more, because I can see a path where Strickland wins if he does actually survive and Khamzat's cardio is overrated after the DDP fight. I just feel like I could see Khamzat slowing down, especially after how rough the weigh-in looked. Granted, I am picking Khamzat to win. I think he is going to win for sure. But who has the better chance? I think it's Strickland. I just can't see. I can't even imagine a world where Gaethje wins, you know. And I've seen Strickland beat bigger odds before, even though it was a different matchup against Adesanya. And I think Khamzat's a harder matchup for him than Adesanya anyway. So I feel like these odds should be worse for him. But, you know. But thank you for the $5, bro. So much. Yeah, Pencil thinks Gaethje. I don't know. I think Gaethje has got a harder task ahead of him. Also, because I think Gaethje's more washed as well. I don't see it working. Because I just don't see any path to victory as well. Like, I think Gaethje, because at least with Strickland as well, if Khamzat does actually tie down and slow down, Strickland is better on the feet. So he's better in a whole element. Like, Gaethje has no aspect better than Ilia Topuria, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't see it for him. Justin got 30%. But this is the thing. If you're saying Justin has a 30% chance of winning, you're effectively saying Gaethje wins 3 out of 10 times against Ilia Topuria, which I really wouldn't believe that at all. Like, maybe he can fluke one out of like 20 attempts. I just can't see him winning like I couldn't see him winning a fight out of 10 attempts. Maybe fluking one. But I wouldn't see him winning 3 out of 10 fights. Cup of coffee with elephant laxatives, bless. Sounds like a good start to your day. Justin has 0 chance. Yeah, I think so. Well, you can never say 0. So, you know, I'd say like a 2% chance. Gaethje actually out-wrestled him, homie. He just won't wrestle. He's not going to out-wrestle him at all, no. And he's not, like, it is going to have much better jiu-jitsu than Gaethje. So even if Gaethje did try and take him down, he'd be dumb as fuck to do that, in my opinion. I really think Gaethje's best chance is to eye poke him. That's his best chance of... I've been saying it the whole time, and I'm going to stick with this. But yeah. Justin steps on an active mine in the White House lawn. Bless. That sounds like less of a good time, to be fair. Makes him tougher. Makes who tougher, exactly? Who are we talking about here? Gaethje looked super bad and untechnical last fight, unless he did not give a shit since it was Paddy. Yeah, maybe. I mean, they both look sloppy towards the end as well, but maybe that's what... I don't know. I just think he's going to have I think he's just going to get floored by Ilya. He's going to get fucked. Not literally. He's just going to get fucked up, basically, in my opinion. Pretty much everyone's opinion, anyway. Jiu-Jitsu, lol, good one. I mean, Ilya does have better Jiu-Jitsu than Gaethje. Like, that's pretty much undeniable. That's actually a thing you've ever said. That's what I think of what you just said, Hustle Bones. How about that? I like Ilya, but his bum lickers are unbearable. I don't know if you're including me in that. I just think Ilya's the chosen one. I just think he's unbeatable besides for Islam Makhachev, basically. Even Arman would be an interesting fight, but I would go Ilya to beat him. But that's the hardest test for him at lightweight for sure. Justin has a good... Sorry, Gaethje by defined intervention. I mean, if he had the Modern Warfare 2 intervention and he was like 100 feet away from Ilya, then he has a chance, yeah. Yo, JG, do you think Tyra will wrestle with Fan most of the fight? Most of the time? I don't know if most of the time, but he's definitely going to grapple with him. He will stand with him as well. I think it's going to be a sick fight for the most part, so... But I think he's just... I don't know if he'll do it the entire fight. I don't think he's going to be crotch sniffing, as some like to put it. Or complain about. Just his fans in general? I mean, if you're talking about his fanboys that live vicariously through him, then yeah, sure. But like, that's pretty much most fight fans that live vicariously through fighters. But Ilya's a big star, so he's just got a lot of fans. I don't know. It depends how you're kind of thinking it. Because like, some people just like, they hate Ilya fans, but they mean literally anyone that's a fan of Ilya. Like, there's no... Like, some people... Like, there'll be people with like a Mosfart Evloev profile picture that will like get on to you for why you're an Ilya fan. It's like, bro, you're an Evloev fan. I don't need to hear about you getting on to me about being a Ilya fan, like how uncool Ilya is. Like, what the fuck would you know, you know? Bro, JG, fix your cowlick. I don't know if you know much about cowlicks, but the problem with them is you literally can't fix them. I can't fix it at all. There's nothing... I've had it since I was a kid. I can't do anything about it. I wish I could, but I can't. The only thing I could do about it is wait to recede, lose my hair, and then get a transplant. I think that's legitimately the only way I can fix it. We love Evloev. I want to stay out of that community, to be honest. Not that I mean like Evloev fans. I'm not one of you. I'm not one of you. I'm not an Evloev fan. I'm not that I'm a hater. I'm just like, I'm praying on his downfall. Even though I think I saw it with Alan, and then the judges ruined it. But Neil Magny super fans. Shout out to Neil. That's the GOAT right there. Fucking Neil Magny's. Fucking Mike Mallett's fucking dad right there. So we love Evloev. I'd have to disagree. I just know. I want to... Listen, you guys can love Evloev as much as you want. I just want no part of that personally. Evloev sucks. I wouldn't say he sucks, but I'm just not a fan myself. It is the literal reincarnation of Christ. I don't know what people are on about. I mean, that's the least living vicariously through Ilya fan I've ever seen, if I've ever seen one right there. Jesus ducking my comment like Jones ducked Aspinall. What was your comment? I can have a look. How many Alexa Grassos would it take to hold down DDP? What was it that DDP said? Like infinite? How many would it take? I don't know. Maybe if he's got a foot fetish and he kind of, oh no, don't put your feet in my face. Maybe that's a strategic way to get one to do it, I guess. You can't spell Evloev without love. Well, that's true, actually. Fair play. That's convinced me. Okay, I'm an Evloev fan now. Love over hate. Who's with me? Wellmaker sucks. One Ewing loss, and that's what it takes to suck, apparently. I mean, Ewing might just be a future champion. You never know. And then Wellmaker's back on his grind, you know. That's pretty unfortunate for Wellmaker that now everyone's... I don't know. Unfortunately, he didn't realize what he was stepping into against Ewing, I guess. If Justin connects Ilya's chin, it's game over. No, it isn't. He's never had this... this Gaethje knockout power needs to... It's been a dead narrative for so... Why is it still a thing? I don't understand. Who's the last person... Besides for the head kick on Dustin, who's the last person he knocked out that wasn't chinny or he didn't eye poke a couple minutes prior to knocking out? I don't even think he has... Besides for the head kick KO against Dustin, I don't think he even has a knockout this decade. And we're in the second half of this decade. I don't understand this, like... And also, Ilia Topuria seems to be a... Bro, he ate a massive elbow from Charles that seemed... To be fair, it landed on his fingers before his actual chin, but I don't agree with that at all. If Sean wins, I'm a convert to Christianity. Even though Sean Strickland doesn't seem to be Christian himself, but hey, fair play, I guess. Shavkat versus Islam, if it happens. I might actually... You know what? Let me watch Islam, how he competes against Ian Gary, and then I'll give you an answer. I'm leaning Islam, but I need to see how he does against these bigger welterweights first. That's kind of I think that's the only narrative you could spin against Islam at welterweight right now. He beat JDM, but not really aging the best, and he is a small welterweight. So we'll see how he competes against the behemoth 6'2" and plus welterweights with Prates, Gary, even though Gary's kind of skinny, fat, and vegan build, and Morales. Yeah, if he can go through them pretty easy, then I'll probably go Islam. But what do you think, Ilya versus Islam at both 170 and 155? I'm pretty much like everyone else. Ilya at 155, I'd probably pick. And then I'll go Islam at 170. I think especially if Islam drops down to lightweight now, especially, he's going to be so depleted and fucked up. Like, I think if he gets caught at all, he's going to get punished bad. So I can't see him winning at lightweight, but it's not going to happen at lightweight. So I think it will happen at welterweight, and he's going to... Unless the fight happens and Islam's just older and he's tailing off, then I guess maybe Ilya. But I don't know, it's also weird, as big of a star and how good Ilya is, I still feel we don't really know how good he actually is. So it's going to take Islam to be the real test around here to see how good Ilya might just be. Morales versus Prates, 4 stages 2. I wish it would happen. I need that fight in my life, and I need it on the Gary Makhachev undercard. One of them could be backup, preferably Morales, but I'd probably go Prates to win that, even though they're the two big, hard-hitting welterweights. I just think Prates is more technical, so... But I'd be rooting for Morales. Actually, I love them both. I don't know. They're my favorite welterweights. I'd be conflicted on who I want to win, but I mean, Morales has a good chance. But yeah, I'd probably go Prates because I just think he's better technically. Keep this live public. Well, how many likes do... Maybe we can hit a like goal or leave it public. You know? Or maybe a dono goal. No, I'll do a like goal. Well, we need at least over, can we get to 200 likes eventually? I'll stream for like the next 8 hours. But chat, we need over 100 likes at least. Like, we're at 85. If Ilya loses, I'm letting DDP out of my basement, guys. Why is he in your basement? What the fuck? If Ilya loses, I'm... Well, I guess DDP's not coming out of your basement then either. So, Bub Bubbington, thank you for the $5 Canadian, as always. UFC 328 is just a warm-up for the Arnold Allen fights. You know what? Let me hit that. My favorite chat of the day. I still need to buy that Arnold Allen merch. And I feel like I could get Arnold Allen to collab with me. I just don't know how I can get in contact. Do I tweet? What do I do? I deserve this. This is the only collab I want from a fight. I don't need any fighter interviews. I don't care to do it. Just let me interact with Arnold Allen. That's all I need with my life. That's all I need. You know? Oh, God. You know what that came on my Twitter feed, actually, yesterday as well. Someone posted, for some reason, the clip of the Sean Silver barking with the crowd. And then the vintage... Bark if you're gay. Oh, God, what a guy. I wish he won so bad. That would have been the best. The TikTok edits we could have got from that would have been absolutely phenomenal. Also, when he was in the media scrum, you absolute disgusting piece of shit. Oh, God, I love Arnold Allen. What a guy. Thank you for the $5 Canadian, bro. Oh, God. I can't wait for next week. I don't even give a fuck about Netflix. Who gives a fuck about Ngannou, Ronda Rousey, Nate Diaz, or Mike Perry? Let the boys have that. The real men will be showing up for Costa and Allen, you know. Nothing against Costa either. I think he's a cool-ass prospect. But if you're getting in the way of Allen, you're getting in the way of me. So, is Islam calling out Usman the same as Jones calling out Stipe? No, because he isn't, like, Islam's not getting on his knees for that fight. Like, I think he was kind of, like, entertaining it. Like, it's an easier fight that he probably wanted. And it is a legacy fight, even though it's a stupid fight. But he's not being as pathetic as... I wouldn't say he's even being pathetic about it, but it's nowhere near as pathetic as Jones was. And how blatant he's ducking Aspinall. I don't think Islam's ducking anyone, basically. So I think it's just like, if he can get the easier fight, he would get it. Whereas Jones was straight up, like, on his knees, just entitled as fuck, even though he's been ruining the sport for years and he's just a fucking scumbag. But, you know. Do you think Gary beats Makhachev? No, I don't think so. I honestly, even though I think Gary is better than Prates and Morales, I think Prates and Morales got the better chance of beating Makhachev just because they got the puncher's chance. I just don't see what Gary has over Makhachev other than length, range, maybe distance management. That's about it. Maybe he's a bit more... I don't even... Like, the biggest appeal of Gary that a lot of people go with is fight IQ, and I think Makhachev has better fight IQ as well, so... I think Makhachev is better pretty much everywhere than Gary, other than size. Islam will probably beat Gary 48-47. I can see, to be fair, when I say that, I could see it being more competitive than the other welterweights will have with Makhachev. But yeah, I just don't see him winning. Breaking news, Dariush moving up to 170 versus Michael Morales. God, I hope not. He's going to actually die. Or his brain would just be complete mush. So, yeah, I hope not. Ian has... Or it would be funny, I guess, but I wouldn't hope for it to happen. No one has the wrestling to match Khamzat in 185. Yeah, I agree. I don't think anyone could do anything to Chimaev at 185. If he beats Strickland, which I think he does, then I don't even care to watch Imavov. I don't even care to watch Brendan Allen. I don't care to watch any of these guys even try. They're all just going to... They ain't beating him. Islam letting Allen... It's just going to take Khamzat really, like, fumbling a fight to lose at that point. Ian has his nutritionist over Islam. That's true, to be fair. No, that's not even true, because his nutritionist made him a vegan. Like, at least Islam's based for his nutrition. Actually, he has better nutrition than Gary, and he probably doesn't even have a nutritionist. So, bro, J2 lots of play are picking Gary to win. Well, not this guy. I'm going with Makhachev all the way. I don't know what the odds are. Actually, let me have a look at what the odds would be. Islam, Makhachev, Ian, Gary odds. Let me have a look here. The opening odds on Bets Fights odds. Let's see. Islam Makhachev, Ian Gary. Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Where the fuck is... I don't see it. Okay, it's not on here. Never mind. Can I find a website with some goddamn odds? Someone's going to have to let me know in chat. I don't see any. I'd imagine Islam's the favorite, though. There's probably some good plays on Gary, but I just don't see him win. I've gotten to the point now that I do prediction videos, and like I'm really running the risk of getting absolutely bullied online and cyberbullied for getting picks wrong. I find it hard to go against people that are like in the arguments of becoming a GOAT. That's kind of a part. Now, if you're like on GOAT's legacy runs, it's kind of hard to pick against you at that point. Where's the UFC White House press conference? It's like 20 minutes away from starting. Or at least a stream on UFC, so it's going to be about 30 minutes from actually starting. I actually forgot that's why I was streaming, to be honest. I'm just having such a fun time talking to chat, so. Yo, I just realized the White House card is low-key not good. It is good. You're just kind of, I don't know, your expectations are too high if you don't think it's good, you're brain rotten, I guess. I don't know what to say. It is underwhelming for what they hyped it up for, and it could be better. We should have Arman Sarukian. The heavyweight fight should be the actual title, and it should have been Aspinall. But it is what it is. But also they should. I'm saying that, by the way, as in like I've already accepted there are no prelims, but there should have been prelims, and there should have been prelims as good as UFC 300. I would have just taken out a couple fight nights. I would have taken out a couple events throughout the year, just so we can have more better fights for the White House at least. Cope? No, I just think it's a decent fight. I think it's a decent event. I mean, it's a good event. Like, you're going to watch Ilia Topuria, Alex Pereira. If O'Malley can get a highlight reel KO, that will save the Sahabi fight. That's a bullshit fight, but you're going to kind of need a highlight reel KO to pull it off. Hopefully, Rufy gets a highlight reel KO on Chandler. That's probably what they're hoping for in that one. And Hockett and Lewis can have a fun fight, at least. Like, if Hockett and Lewis have another, like, insane, even though I don't think they will, but like if they have an insane fight like they did, like Hockett did with Blades, that would make up for the White House card being underwhelming. If Lopez and Garcia have a crazy fight, there's potential to have crazy fight. Like even Rufy and Chandler could get a bit scrappy, and then he gets a highlight reel KO. Maybe O'Malley's gonna have to pull out an actual highlight for once in his fucking last few years here. And then yeah, Pereira sliming out Garn would be massive. Ilya sliming out Gaethje would be massive. It's going to have to, they're going to have to deliver on the fights to make up for it. But yeah. Are you single? Who's asking, buddy? Are you a betting man? Here and there, like 4 or 5 times throughout the year, maybe, but not really. I'm not good at gambling. I wouldn't recommend it. It is kind of, I don't know how I feel. I've got a love-hate relationship with gambling. It's either the most fun of your life, or it's like genuinely depressing and your heart sinks through your chest. When like you lose your rent money. So favorite fighter right now, Arnold Allen, Tom Aspinall, Peter Yan, Curtis Blades. Fuck it. I don't know why those were the first ones that came to mind, but who else is there? Charles Oliveira, Alex Pereira. Who else do we have? A lot of Brazilians and British fighters, I guess, but other than those, Folk, I love Folk. Prates and Morales, they're up there. They're my favorite fights as well. They're really high up there, actually. They might be cracking my top 5, to be honest. Jesu, is your channel named after Justin Gaethje? And the 2 is because you're the second Gaethje. Considering I'm not the biggest Gaethje fan, probably not. It was, to be honest, it was just a shit post channel. And then I kind of fluked the channel. And it just grew. And I was like, oh, I guess it's my name now. I'm just way too far in as JG2 to change my channel name now. And also, who really gives a fuck about what the channel name is? You know what I mean? Everyone's just got a random word or name, MMA. That's everyone's channel name, basically. So who gives a fuck? It's only 3 characters anyway. So JG, sorry, I already read that. Arnold Allen, championship material for you. If he could have got a right run and like maybe like got the stars aligned, then maybe, but not really in like with Folk as champion. I don't think he would have beaten Folk, but he should have got a way of getting a title shot. Like you got Yair Rodriguez getting all this privilege. He's stuck in the top 5. He's ahead of Arnold Allen with like 1 win in like this. He's got like 2 wins this decade, and one of them is holding him up in the top 5 after beating a washed Pitbull coming from Bellator. Like, what the fuck is... But Arnold Allen has to fight Sean Silver, Evloev, Holloway. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, this is bullshit. Arnold Allen got violated by Sean Silver, bro? Nah, no one's doing that. No one can fight. No, Arnold Allen's the GOAT. And anyone that says otherwise is in complete denial about it. When will the press conference? In about 25 minutes, I'd assume. Name reveal. Maybe that could be a forfeit for the White House card. I'll reveal my name if I get a prediction wrong. I need to think of 7 forfeits to do for the White House card. But that being said, I think I'm going to get most of them correct because they're kind of easy predictions. So maybe I could get a bit risky with the forfeits themselves. I thought Allen won his last 2 fights. I thought he won the Evloev fight. Very competitive, but I thought he won the Evloev fight. The ref fucked him with the knees, but it's whatever. The Sean Silver one was competitive, but I do think Sean Silver won, unfortunately. But it was a close fight. But it's just unfortunate because Allen's got to fight Holloway, Evloev, Sean Silver. It's like, can we give this guy... Can we give him a Pitbull fight that he'd easily win? Can we give Arnold Allen Yair Rodriguez, which he would easily win? Even Costa is like a tough prospect for him to fight as well. Address reveal for the White House? No, let's not go that far. He literally said loads of fighters from other countries. No, I mean, I'll admit I'm biased to British fighters, but I like all fighters generally. Like, I don't really have, like, I'm not like a hater of a specific demographic, besides for maybe French. No, I like BSD. I don't know, my favorite, I don't know, who's my top 5? Allen and Aspinall would be in my top 5. Then it's like Morales, Prates, Yan, Oliveira, Pereira, Yuri's in the mix. It's kind of down bad right now, but Yuri's still up there. Credit card reveal for White House. Yeah, let me dox it, chat. If I get this prediction, I'm so confident in this pick. If I get it wrong, I will dox my entire information. Yeah, why is the UK doing nothing when even the French are sending help? Let's not get too political. We already had the whole Strickland press conference yesterday. So, number 1, Aspinall. Number 2, Yuri. Yuri's up there. I love Yuri no matter what. He's a favorite all time for sure. JC, what are your thoughts on the closure of Strait of Hormuz? And you aren't... Okay, I don't... Let's... again, yeah, let me move on. Ball spot reveal. I mean, the lighting isn't helping me. It's actually making me look like I've got fucking... I'm balding, but... Rip JG2. Chat, can we get back on topic? Can we get back to some actual points over here? We're just yapping absolute nonsense. But the White House event's going to start... Is there any... Actually, let me look. They might have revealed how the White House... God, I've got so many tabs open. Holy shit. Let me close these. Let me close this. Let me see how the White House press conference is looking right now. If I can find it. And then also after the White House press conference, we got the ceremonial weigh-ins. So that's cool. UFC White House press conference will take place. Okay, that's just a tweet about it. I want to see what the stage looks like. I feel like surely someone should... Oh, Bryce Mitchell is going in on Hamzat Chimaev. Let me have a look at this. Don't worry, guys. I'm winding... Okay, let's move on. Toe reveal. I don't think anyone's trying to see it. My toes are basically blocky with a lot of strangly hairs on them. I got hairy feet, basically. What the fuck? Why is it the UFC's posting? Are you ready for the press conference? Why is it Is that the actual UFC page? Am I losing my mind? Is that the UFC? Why are they... Why is it with the actual UFC? We made it, boys. We got the UFC in chat. UFC is in chat. Let me just Let me just move this away real quick. The UFC, go to channel. We've made UFC. Now that you're in chat, UFC, give me Nina's job. I'll do a bit. Let me in. Get paid. I need money. Please UFC. I need this. What? Dana is in chat, boys. Let's go. I'm UFC's favorite MMA YouTuber. Even though surprisingly I've gone against John Jones so much, but maybe they don't know about that. But hey, shout out to UFC in chat. I'm sure you have enough money to super chat, but I'll let it go. But also UFC, if you're still there, a like on the stream would be appreciated. That's crazy. What the fuck? UFC in chat. That's insane. Even though it's just an admin. But hey, if you're still there, that was pretty cool. I appreciate that. That was wild. I'm going to leave the stream up just because of that. Big leagues. That's crazy. What the fuck? UFC, please put something out. UFC, I'm begging you, please just say fuck Sean Silva in chat. That's all I'm asking for. Just that. UFC came here because I told Sean Pulver about you on his life. Really? Okay. Shout out to Sean Pulver right there. So that's a goat as well. It's official. That's crazy. I never thought I'd ever see the day, but hey. You getting swatted by UFC? Actually, maybe it's better the UFC don't know about me because I do kind of... UFC, if you're watching, please don't watch my recent video when I made the video of why the UFC got so bad so quick. I didn't mean it. I was joking the whole time. Bro sold out. Now, UFC, if you're watching, I'm joking. Dana's coming for money. You owe him. Pirates. UFC, I don't pirate. I watch everything on Paramount+. That was a nice moment for me right there. You know what? That was probably the peak of my life. UFC can give him some money. To be fair, they could have dropped the $5. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm sure they don't even want to pay their fighters nothing. So if they don't want to pay me, I understand, but hey. Nah, bro, it was defo Dana White, not the admin. Hey, UFC's favorite MMA YouTuber right here. So I saw PFL in chat earlier on here. Yeah, but fuck the UFC if you're watching, by the way. Fuck the PFL. I'm with you, UFC. I've never liked the PFL. They're never my friend. UFC, I don't even watch any other organizations. That's how committed I am to you guys. In fact, I'm going to make a why I love UFC video next video. Did bro just say... no, Sean Pulver. I saw PFL... Sorry, I read that. Holy lag. It better not be lagging. I hope not, because that was quite a special moment for me right there. But anyway, I'm pulling up the press conference thing. I'm trying to look at, like... Can we look up... I was trying to find Bryce Mitchell when he was going in on Khamzat Chimaev. I guess we could just watch it here. Let's have a look. Let's read. Let me have a read here. I need to be careful when I pull up Twitter because you never know what's going to be on your feed. It could just be someone getting run over by a train. So let me pause this quick. Bryce Mitchell thinks Khamzat Chimaev missed weight on the scales were rigged against Sean Strickland. Oh, that's why. He's running the Sean Strickland agenda. Okay, fair enough. The Sean Strickland propaganda. Let me see if I can pitch in on this real quick. It's not lagging. Let's see here. What did Bryce have to say on this?
I've been making weight since I was 17 years old. I'm almost 32 now. It's almost been 15 years. I know what it looks like when somebody makes that weight. They have to stand completely still. The little thingy-me-bob on the scale, it has to balance. That dude didn't make that weight. There's no convincing me, bro. You know, Jeffrey Epstein's getting away with it.
Oh,
Aliens are going to take...
How long that took? 24 seconds. Okay. Demonetized, so not monetizing this stream.
Take over the country, and now Chimaev makes weight. Yeah, it's all bullshit, dude. That is not what it looks like when somebody makes weight. I think they got it out against Sean. And I'm not accusing the UFC of this, that. I don't know who's who, what's what. I'm just telling you, he didn't make that weight. And remember when Chimaev had that weight scandal also in the past, he was supposed to be at 170. They bumped him up from 170 to 185 day of. He gets special treatment. I'm just telling you. Bryce don't. Bryce ain't going to get no special treatment. If anything, the scales are rigged against me. I'm just telling you, this is bullshit, dude. He didn't make that weight, and I think Sean's champ already. So I really think it's rigged against Sean.
Yeah, that's it. Sean Strickland W right there. Even if Khamzat wins, it's not even a real win. Let's be... I mean, the scales are weird. He's not wrong on that. It is inconsistent as hell. Like, they just... This is a good angle of it, actually. So maybe Bryce is onto something. I don't know. It's just if you Google's listening. Not... I don't want to get... I'm talking strictly the weightings here, you know. No, but Bryce is spitting, to be honest. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, for sure. I told you, bro, it's the Saudis. People say Bryce is crazy, but it's legit crazy world right now. I mean, who's laughing now after all the years of people pointing and laughing at Bryce? But now they're all on. It's the same move of actually, I was going to say it's the same as a certain somebody, but I can't. I don't think I can even say their name. Anywho, let me just see if I'm finding any more news going on here. I'm trying to see I want to see what the setup for the White House looks like, but I can't. Well, I know they're not at the White House, but I want to see what the press conference is like. Is our Makhachev fit? Okay, that just my Twitter's moving fast. Never mind. It's literally AI if Hamzat wins. Yeah, we can do that. We already did it with Charles and Ilya, so we can do it with. We can run that agenda if it comes to this. All right, well, this is interesting. Actually, I don't even want to pull that up. God, it's so fucking political and racially motivated, my whole timeline right now. Okay, I was kind of hoping for a bit more, to be honest, but this is what the press conference setup's looking like right now. So we got everyone on stage. We got this god-awful... Listen, if there's any Americans in chat, shout out to you guys. I love you guys. This USA belt, I don't like the design of it. I don't mind the concept. I'm not mad at it. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind the US being all over it. It looks like a Power Rangers belt from here. I don't like the look of it. Nothing else to really... I mean, it's just a press conference stage, to be honest. Close all the time. I don't really have any other... Is the stream lagging, chat? Let me know. I don't know if you guys are trolling me. I can close other things. So let me close Steam, actually. Maybe that's let me close WhatsApp. Let me close Steam. Let me close my farts. Let me close Discord. What else should I close? I can close Twitter, I guess. Or I'll close this. Let me close that. All right, we should be... I've not really... If it's lagging, it's like... I don't know what to do about it. I don't even know why I have that on right now. Anyway, we got like 5 minutes till the actual press conference starts as well. So USA belt is beautiful. I'm not gonna hate. Listen, I'm not hating on the USA belt. I think it's I don't know. It's just a weird situation. But I don't really know what to. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know. I just don't like the design of it. I think they could have made a cooler looking USA belt. Close it and open again. Well, the way in the press conference stream. Oh, you talking about the stream? I had it like 2 minutes. It should, I don't know, is the stream okay? I don't know. All good. Oh, okay, fair enough. It's all good now. No lag here. Hamza did not miss weight. Yo, Tribbin. I'm not actually, I'm playing along with it, what Bryce said. I'm just joking, but I don't really care if he did or not, to be honest. I know, I'd have to give it a better look. It is, you can't deny the scales are inconsistent. They are, or there's been a lot of inconsistent moments with the scales where people have seemed to have missed weight before. And also, we've seen Hamza cheat to miss weight before, to make weight, but he actually missed weight before, so. Bryce wasn't wrong on that. Like, he has done that in the past at welterweight, so. When's the White House presser? It starts in 2 minutes, but they're going to be running some, like, AI promos and, like, some AI commercials and, like, all that shit. Maybe they'll run the UFC 6 commercial as well. But I'll sync it up so we can watch along, guys. And then also, we got the ceremonial weigh-ins afterwards. But I don't think this is... maybe it's because we're coming off the Strickland and Hamzat press conference, but... expectations are quite low for this one. I'm kind of probably going to be talking to the chat for the most part. I feel like there's not even going to be that much from this. Other than Josh Hockett, maybe. He'll make a whole thing to put on a show for us. Hi, JG2. Did you see the talks about the Prates Morales? What do you think about the fight? Is there talks of it? I hope there are. I'll have a look on Twitter, actually. Let's see. Can I pull up Twitter, please? Currently drinking with friends, but watching because I can't miss another peak stream. I appreciate it. I'll try and stay live for a while, to be honest, because I'm just chilling. I ain't making a video right now, so I'm just kind of waiting. Morales, Prates. Is that? I can't imagine there's any fight news regarding them, but yeah, I don't even know why I looked up. There's nothing on it. It's too early for that. Yeah, it is too early, but I don't know. Maybe there was like a call out or something that he was talking about. I predict Ilya will say cringe shit. Oh, we should have done predictions. Let's do a quick last minute predictions for the press conference, I guess. Let's just move that there. Let's close that. Here we go. Quick one while they run the commercials. Shit. Can I drag this down? Drag this here. There we go. Nothing all that interesting other than Hockett yelling shit. Where is this? Does anyone know where this press conference is located? Is it in New Jersey? Or like, where are they? Because he is going to hit a, am I right wherever I am? Justin will stutter. Justin will stutter and say something bitchy in a sassy tone. Always does that. Ilya will try to aura farm in some way and put Gaethje down and say he's going to KO him. He's going to beat him easy. That's an obvious one. Pereira says, Shun. So that's an easy one right there. Ilya will copy Connor. Would he get a copy? What could he copy him with? I don't see a copy there. Also, peace. No, hang on. No, peaceful. Who could have a bad face-off? Let's just say face-offs are pretty chill. Pereira, Mog's gone. Gaethje will size Mog, Ilya. I mean, these are obvious ones. I need something that's kind of out there. Alex says something in French. Alex, nah. There's nothing he could say in French. What's he gonna say? Je m'appelle Chum. Je m'appelle Chum. Ilya is always in his aura farming mode. There's not really that much. Everything's so obvious. I mean, Hockett's gonna. Lewis gets a laugh from the crowd. That's that. I don't know. Shitty questions asked by media members. Alex will only say Sharma. Sharma. Hockett Moggs Poeton. I don't know if he Moggs him. Let me pull up the... yeah, it's not even... It's actually not even started the stream yet, so we can keep these predictions going, I guess. Yeah, still nothing from the White House there. I don't know why I keep saying the White House. It's not even at the White House, but yeah. I'll see when it starts. Back to predictions here. Hockett will beat Pereira. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's do more like hot ones over here. Hot take predictions. Hockett starts beef with Pereira, Gone. Who else is on the card? He can start... I got to throw what? Garcia. He's going to start beef with Garcia. Steve Garcia is going to get it from Hockett. He's going to get some shit thrown his way. Oh, this is a good prediction here. O'Malley literally just yells a random thing that doesn't need to be yelled, but he has no real character but to yell like he's Jake Paul in a flog. So that's there. I'll put that as that, so that's just all together. What else? Ilya mentioned Sean's call out he did after. Oh yeah, Sean and Ilya have a moment together. And Ilya ends... Sorry. Sean says something nice about Ilya, and Ilya takes the chance to say he'd KO Sean easy. There we go. Then Hockett jumps in to call Sean a... Let me just put this here so it doesn't show on screen because I don't think I can say it on YouTube. To call him a... You can probably imagine what that says. Sean's call out was so corny, not going to lie. They usually are. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Sahabi makes a joke that doesn't really get the crowd laughing, but isn't all that badly cringe either. Kind of just mid. Such weirdly stupid specific predictions here. Last person who said no Sharma got slimed in a minute. Oh, Hockett will make a nasty regard with the word Sharma to Alex, and Alex gives him the evils. Chandler's there. Hockett goes at Chandler about his kids. Chandler then tries to add a maturity gimmick over Hockett, calling him unprofessional. Fucking. Oh, there's my literacy right there. Sahabi gets no boos or cheers from the crowd. They ignore him. Someone yell. they call... No, hang on. Someone asks Sahabi a question and someone in the crowd yells, "Who the fuck?" Can I see, is it started yet? Have they even started the stream? Let's have a look. I don't think they have. Let me close my folder tab there. That's tabs on the screen. Still not started. That's crazy. They're really getting us waiting here. And they're still going to run. Oh, let me add this. They play AI commercial before the presser. Yeah. Media member asks some dumb question about UFC 6 or something. Media member asks about Strickland getting kicked. Specifically, they'll ask about that. Politically sensitive. Thank you for the €2. Justin watches like disappointed father. Oh, when the presser, we got that. Justin, no, I'm going to word it. Justin. Camera cuts to Justin while two other people are talking, and he just looks confused where he is. I think I'll go with that. I think with the €2, bro. Late and gay. I don't think we are late, so it hasn't started yet. Chandler calling out McGregor again would be wild. Chandler, what do you think of Rufy's skill set in this matchup you got next month? Yeah, you know, if there's only one dude on my mind, Conor McGregor! And then the crowd don't even react to it. That would be funny. I don't think he's going to go all that way to... I don't think he's going to get a McGregor call out, but if he does, that would be genuinely pathetic. JG, what happened to you in the summer of 2017? I know what you did. I didn't do it. Don't let them know. Someone will ask about, will you ask about McGregor's return? That's 100%. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, let's do it down here because it'll be more specific. Media member asks Dana about McGregor return, and the camera and pressure turns to Chandler, who looks sad about hearing his boy's name like that. I don't know why I wrote that last part about Conor McGregor. I got one dude on my mind. Listen, it's been a long 4 years since getting a win, but I've got one dude on my mind every night before I go to sleep. Conor McGregor. Is it happening or what? Let's have a look. I keep checking, but it hasn't started the stream. Yeah, they've not started it, so... Weirdly, the UFC are busy being in my live chat, but they can't start the live stream. Crazy work. Anywho. Let me see. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can check through MMA Junkie. Maybe they got a stream seeing what's up behind the scenes. MMA Junkie. Also, chat, can we get the likes up right now real quick? If you can't be bothered, I'd understand. But if you can be so kind to hit a like button. Does anyone actually want Garn to win? Mostly John Jones fans want him to win. So pretty much the lames out there. Crowd chant, oh, Conor McGregor. Maybe if they asked a question, but I don't know. Let's see here. We got... I mean, they're on stage. I mean, no one is on stage, so never mind. But I can see it here. Aspinall fans want Garn to win for the rematch. No, we want him to lose because he beats Pereira. Then he could beat Pereira and he could beat Garn. As an Aspinall Glazer fanboy myself, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. They cancel the press conference. I doubt, if they're not cancelling the Strickland Hamzat one, I doubt they'll be cancelling this one right here. So Ilya will go up to heavyweight and chinned up. That's, you know what? Because I know, I need to add this. This is definitely going to happen. Ilya will get easily rage baited by some dumb shit Hockett says that Ilya really could have just ignored. Listen, kid. What? Oh, yeah. Dana needs a question repeated. Wilder beats Hockett, in my opinion. Yeah, probably. Maybe, yeah, possibly. Unless he, yeah, probably. I would actually probably pick him. Actually, I don't know if I would pick him. I don't know. Pereira head movement is ridiculous. Especially when he gets in that UFC 6-like flow state like he did against Khalil, I guess, yeah. When is the press conference happening? Let's see. I guess we can find out right here. And it's blurry and no one's on stage. So there we go. And that was just someone's forehead right there. I think that was Oscar Willis right there. But the UFC official account hasn't even started it. So I don't know what they're waiting on, to be honest. Is it cancelled? It's not cancelled. I don't know what's going on, though. But if you're new to UFC press conferences, they never start when they say they're going to start. They say it's going to start at a time, and then they show up like 20 minutes later. So that's why we're just here vibing right now, basically. Flow states. Yeah, I know UFC 6 looks awful and the flow state looks ridiculous. It's terrible. Looking cute, JG. Thank you, MB. I appreciate that. I do try for you guys. I try to look my cutest for you guys, basically. Armin will be in the crowd heckling Ilya. You know what? That could be a... Oh, no. Armin gets... Someone asks about Armin and Ilya tries... No, sorry. Yeah, someone asked about Ilya. Someone asked about Armin. Or Armin is there with Nina standing behind him, holding his jacket like a cute power couple. Anyway, what about Justin Gaethje slurring and being incoherent? We'll put that in the obvious ones. Gaethje slurs over something. Dana White to hit the pose before the presser. J2 pretty fly for a white guy, not going to lie. I appreciate it, but I mean, it's white boy summer coming up. Actually, to be fair, it's probably going to be ruined with Strickland getting manhandled and destroyed. But hey, we're doing our thing over here, That being said, though, shout out to all other racers. Listen, I love everyone over here. So wherever you guys are around the world, I'm sure one of you's from Morocco right now watching. Probably a lot of Americans in here. Probably a lot of Europeans. Shout out to my Europeans, Shout out to my Europeans and South Americans. We're going to be... Listen, we might not be winning any fights in it this weekend, but we'll be one of us is winning the World Cup, and that's what really matters. Who do you think would... Sorry, this chat is moving fast. Who do you think would, Alex or Garn? I'm scared for Alex, but I'm going Alex. But it is a concern of mine. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I don't know when the hell they're going to start this shit. From Georgia, the country. Shout out to Georgians right there. Always kind to me. I think it's because I glaze Marab and Ilya a lot. So Georgians always fuck with me. But hey, they're cool in my book. So, let's not get... I don't want to... I mean, I didn't vote for the color I'm wearing, I'll say that. What party did you vote? I read it again. I didn't actually do anything. I didn't vote anyway. Strickland 2028. I'm not old enough to vote, by the way. I will next year, though. From Sweden. Shout out to everyone. Listen, I love everyone. I love all races, genders, ethnicities, We're all about love over here. Ain't that right? But no, we're love over hate, some say. Would you send love to... I send love everywhere, Actually, no, there's a couple places I wouldn't, but for the most part, all the JG2 enjoys, I send my love, You aren't old enough to vote. I'm a year too young, but I will next year. What the fuck you mean you're not old enough to... I'm not old enough. I have to wait next year. Wait, you're 17? You look so much older. I'm 17 and you look about 12. So how would hang on. Wait, you're 17. You look so much older. I'm 17, and I guess you mean I look 12. I mean, I didn't want to leak my age, but yeah, I can't vote till next year. Ilya versus Armin, who you got? Ilya. I got Ilya in the first. No, not in the first round. I got Ilya, but I don't know when it would be. I do think I don't know. I'm going to predict Ilya to KO whoever he fights until he stops KOing people. You're like 32. What you mean? I definitely don't look 32, so... I thought you were 29. I'm not 29 either. How old? I'm not 17. I am joking, but I'm not 32. Who the fuck does this guy think he is? I'm not 17, but I'm not 32 and I'm not 29. So, G2 on that. I don't even know what that is. You look at least 25. I'm not 25. Anyway, so this is going to be a whole guessing game. Can we get back at the task at hand here? And that is the press conference that no one's there. Oh, okay, never mind. We'll just go back to what we were doing, I guess. Media may ask about Islam. Yeah, they'll ask about Islam Makhachev fight, so we can add that. Media asks about Islam Makhachev, to be specific. Definitely 26. I'm not 26. You know what? This is good engagement. If I just start playing the guessing thing, everyone spams up people just spam chat with numbers, and it's not even coherent. So I'm not going to be, oh yeah, that's the age, 67. 6'7". Do you think Gaethje could land a head kick on Ilya? He does have very good high kicks, especially in the clinch. But also Ilya being so small, maybe actually. But I don't think he's going to get one off. All that being said, I mean, Jai Herbert did get one off, so who really knows, you know? Chubby Unk. I'm not chubby. Let's be fair. Like, let's get the facts straight. I'm definitely not fat. Okay, don't say that. What do you think about the hollow $25 cheese pizza situation? I have no idea what that is, but I don't even know what to comment about that. I don't know. Garn pokes Alex during the face-off. Oh, we're going to get Tom Media asks about Tom Aspinall and the eye situation. Oh, I can't. I'm getting panicking. I'm panicking here. Ask situation and what was I going to say about the eye situation? Oh, that's it. And Garn says something bitchy about it. 10 centuries old. I'm not 10 centuries old, you fucking cheeky bastard, you. O'Malley Sahabi will be announced as a title elimination. That's a good one. Dana says winner of O'Malley Sahabi will get title shot after Jan. To be fair, I'm putting all this out there, but there's not these press conferences don't even go that long for all these questions. You're 23, bro? Maybe. Bro's at least 250 pounds. I'm not. BBW JG2. No. This is just, I'm trying to like be serious and get predictions off here, and chat's just spamming the most nonsense fucking shit right here. Bro, it's 2:30 a.m. in India. Why aren't they starting? I don't know if you're new here, but they do this with press conference. I mean, they said it will start 10 p.m. my time. It's now 10:17. So it probably starts in like 8 minutes. They always do this, though. This has always been a thing. To be honest, the Hamzat and Strickland press conference started quite earlier than usual. I thought it was going to take longer. Chat, can we stop spamming absolute nonsense in chat? And can we start hitting the like button, please? We know that JG2... Okay, these blokes can't do anything on time. Yeah, it's always been like that, though, with the UFC. It's always been like that. Yo, shut the fuck up, please. I can't even read the chat. It's just moving up so fast with such random fucking gibberish and just numbers. But yeah. Armin is the backup for the main event, so him and Ilya may genuinely cross paths again. Yeah, maybe in like backstage around the White House when it's happening, but I wouldn't really, I don't know. I don't think it will... I don't know what they do with the back. I mean, the backup's there to weigh in and stuff when it happens, but I don't know how it's going to be regarding the White House, so who knows. I don't know if they will cross paths either. I know it's one of those lame situations as well when the backup is genuinely more interesting of a matchup than the actual main event itself. Ban the 6'7" guy. If the 6'7" guy puts 6'7" in chat again, you're getting banned, buddy. We know that JG2. What about to Ilya if he loses? This chat's moving. So let me have a sip of water so the chat just quickly chills for a second. And can we get some MMA questions in here, even though I don't even know what I'm talking about? And let me fix my camera real quick. I can't even read the chat. It's just absolute nonsense. Why in the thumbnail does it have new government? JG2, the greatest streamer. Thank you. I mean, this stream has been shit for the last 2 minutes now, but I appreciate it. Who's your favorite fighter? Arnold Allen. Carlos Prates, Michael Morales, Tom Aspinall, Curtis Blades, Charles Oliveira, Yuri Prohaska, Alex Pereira. The UFC themselves are telling us we're live. Okay, the UFC in chat right now. Why is the UFC in the chat? Hang on, I just need to pull this up just so it's on record right here. The actual UFC page right here. They are live. Okay, thank you for letting us know, UFC. And also, I have to say, thank you for the £2. Here's Johnny, 1201. Can you do a forfeit again if Strickland wins? No, I think I would have had to do it for the prediction video. But I'll do forfeits for the White House card for sure. Thank you for the £2, though. I'll do them for the White House, but... Hang on, they said they're live. Let me see on the... Bro, are they fucking... The UFC came in the chat to tell us they're live, And I shit you not, they're running the AI commercial. Why tell us? Who do you... Oh, yeah, let me get on the live to watch this. The UFC just told me they're live. This is what's live right now. Thank you for letting us know. I'll watch this. Oh, yeah, never. Thank you very much, UFC. Fucking, I should put UFC on timeout after that. That's disgraceful behavior. They're not even... I'm watching MMA Junkie. They're not even out. UFC coming into my chat to tell us we're live. Like, fucking tell us you're live when you got Dana on his bull shiny head on stage. How about that, buddy? Dana backstage on his fucking burner account. Oh, Dana's walking out now. Okay. I mean, we've got Dana out here, so there's that. I don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't know. I wish the UFC could tell me. Can I play this on the stream? Because that would go a long way. That would really help with my my content right here. So... Is Dana out? Yeah, they're actually out on the official page. So I need to sync this up for you guys. But yeah, P-Head. That's it. We watching PFL. Well, if the UFC keep playing around with us like that, then yeah. Do you think Pereira can knock out Garn? Do I think Pereira can knock out Garn? Yeah, of course he could. I'm worrying for him though. I don't know. But we'll see how he looks in the press conference. That will tell us a lot how he's going to perform in the fight for sure. The Mac Life presser doesn't get copyrighted. All right, let's have a... I'm thinking MMA Junkie though, Miller. But if that's true, the Mac Life... Surely I could play the audio. I don't know. I just get concerned. The Mac Life isn't live though, Miller. But Junkie is. Junkie is live. Can I get away with this?
Gold around his waist. Here is the dynamic.
God, the audio is horrible. Okay, banned. I don't think I'm getting banned for that. I don't know. I think I'll just sync it up and then we're going to just all watch together, you know. Yo, Steve Garcia, cheeky. Let's see here. All right, Diego Lopez is coming out. He's pulling out his seats. He's giving a little fist to the crowd. He's about to sit down now. He's just sat down with no shirt on, looking like he's trying to aura farm, which kind of lost some aura after the whole Folk fights. But hey, you know. JG2 stop yapping. I'm trying to sync up for you guys so we can all watch it together like a JG2 community that we got going here. And as a community, like, can we hit the like button? Lopez irritates me so much, man. I like Lopez still. You know? Who let Bo Nickel sneak into these main cards? These big cards. I mean, they love Bo Nickel. I don't know why, but... well, I know why they love him, but, you know, it's kind of annoying. I don't think it's going to pay off the way they think it is. And speaking of Bo Nickel, walking up on stage, he's on stage now with some long, luscious hair, if I say so myself. Pulling out a seat, sitting down. He's about to plant his ass. Now, there we go. JJ, you're falling off. 198 viewers. Oh, my bad. I don't know. I mean, they're going to come off and then they're going to come back later, but yeah. JJ, when you starting a Discord? Never. I reckon you pull off the Lopez mullet. I am thinking of growing it out. I could grow it out by next month, maybe. Maybe I could get the Lopez cut by then. I don't know. Bro, what the fuck happened to Bo Nickel? I know he usually grows out his hair. He's kind of like... Maybe he's a JG2 enjoyer. Maybe that's what it is. Chandler just dapping everyone up, it seems. So shaking hands with them. W. Roofy. I mean, Roofy's looking... he's looking the best dressed out there so far, I will say. Derek wearing a collared shirt. I don't see Derek Lewis, but I guess we'll find out. Am I behind? Do I need to put it up? I'm way, but oh, I'm dumb as fuck. All right, we're not even synced up. My bad. This is a terrible stream. My bad. Hawk is here. Okay, Hawk is pulling off his hood. He just stuck out his tongue. Here, all right, let's sync up, boys. Let's sync up. My bad, my bad. Why are your headphones dangling off your head? I just prefer wearing it like this. I feel like it's easier. God, that belt looks horrible. Hawk is shaking hands with Dana. He shoots on him. He doesn't get... Dana defends it. Most action we've seen today. Pulling out his seat. He's... All right, he's not sitting down, but he just moved the mic. So we should be synced up now. Mog the UFC. Or let's flood the UFC chat. Yeah, let's spam JG2 in the UFC chat. Let's get a movement going, even though no one in the chat will understand what's happening. Sahabi's getting booed, guys. So I guess the crowd are going to be pro O'Malley, as they usually are in the crowd. You're still behind, bro? I'm not behind. I'm not behind it. So I'm on the UFC actual one now. Ariel's on stage. Yo, what? Boo Sahabi. They're going to be pro O'Malley. He is kind of... he is a crowd-friendly guy, I guess. Like, as much as people online, like, they'll hate on, like, Adesanya and O'Malley, but when it actually comes to the real-life crowds, they will back them. Ariel is fighting. And we'll be, I'm hoping O'Malley gets a nice highlight reel KO off Helwani, at least. I'm not behind. I can't be behind. If I'm behind, it's just the live stream. My live stream is behind. I literally can't make it any further forward. This is literally as far ahead as it goes. Let's do it, guys. JG2 in UFC chats. I mean, you could try, but I don't think anyone... I'm seeing JG2 in chats. Let me get on this action. JG2. Let's spam the chat. Even though it's getting blasted out by shamans and French flags. Everyone just put an L. Hopefully that's not towards the JG2 spam. Guys, just literally pause the UFC live for 10 seconds. Oh, yeah. Did they... I just ignored it because I was looking at the chat spamming JG2, but I hope they booed Garn. They are cheering Pereira as they should. Why is Garn getting called both Bon Gabin? It's his nickname. G2 raised the UFC chat. They should raid me for making me have to watch the AI slop a minute ago. So, what does L mean? L was just like it's just an L. Like you took a loss. You took an L. Like you're a loser, basically. All right, they're calling out Gaethje. I'm guessing they're going to cheer both of them. I can't imagine either one of them gets booed, but I'd be surprised if one of them gets booed. Yeah, Gaethje getting some cheers there. It'd be interesting to see how they respond to Ilya. I imagine they're going to give him a big cheer, though. Gaethje looking quite happy to be there. Probably best dress I've ever seen him. Here we go. Here's Ilya. Yeah, they give him a bit. He's getting a bigger cheer than Gaethje. They booed Ilya. Yeah, but he's getting a bigger cheer than Gaethje just did. Well, to be fair, he gave him a nice little pop. That was about it. Dead crowd. It is a dead crowd, to be fair. You'd think it'd be more hyped, but maybe they're all want to come down after the Strickland Hamzat one. Bro, it looks like Ilya's like triple champion with the angle right here. It looks like he's got 3 titles. Bro, he's talking about crypto. Bro, we don't care. Bro, this fucking unk yapping about crypto. Boo this man. Boo. Oh, wait, is that 600,000 bonus? Did I just ignore something? Did I miss something? I don't know what happened there. Marshall Geek saying the €2. How bad will Gaethje sleep? He's going to sleep bad. He's going to get KO'd in the first round, I think. Just see what they're asking, Ilya. There's translations here, but yeah. But even the €2, bro. Did he say split? Yeah, I guess they said split. Because there was no, like, reaction from the fighters, so. Ilya just saying thank you, so, you know. Just not going to be as good as last night, I guess. That's how we fought. I feel like Ilya was expecting like a pop from the crowd saying that. Garbage pressure already. It is kind of... I need someone to start... We need Hockett. That's what we... Hockett's still there. Gaethje's just going to give some NPC shit right here. I already know. It's just... it's obvious NPC shit. This is UFC 6 dialogue right here. Can someone ask Hockett a question, please? Worst voice, worst smile, worst personality. I can do it. That's a good Ilya face. Is that not? I feel like I did a good Ilya face. Is that not a good Ilya face? I feel like that was. Heavyweight champion Ilya. I manifested this. I manifested this boring press conference. Hockett got to start messing with one of these small guys. He definitely will. There's a good opportunity here because this is a boring presser if he doesn't, like, step up, you know. Between crypto Nina, kick streamers, bad matchmaking, and the political grift, UFC has become the low IQ meathead sport people thought it was years ago. Yeah, it's kind of degraded over time, but you know, we'll enjoy it for what it is, I guess, unfortunately. Jay-Z, do you wish you were... Sorry, you just deleted the message, I guess. So who are they booing? Is it gone? Yeah! Boo this man, you fucking cunt! Shout to the crowd! Boo! Fucking boo this. Someone throw a fucking egg on his head. Yeah! Yeah! Fuck you! Fuck you, Gon! I hope UFC's in chat seeing me say, fuck this guy. Get him off stage. Keep Tom's name out your mouth. Fuck this guy. Let's go! This crowd has peaked! Yeah! I don't even know what they're chanting. I hope they're chanting Tom. No one cares what he says. Who gives a... Thomas Benel. You know, fuck this guy, man. Boo! Fuck you! Fucking throw some fucking shit at this guy's head. I think I just damaged the wall. Oh shit, I just threw water everywhere. Cut this guy's mic already. This guy's boring as shit, man. All the homies hate the... Okay, well, we hate Garn. I know that. Throw tomatoes. I wish they would throw one at him, to be honest. I'm happy they booed him that much. I'm glad that... Shout out to the American audience. That bass, very bass. Yeah, Pereira, let's go. French versus English again. Well, we got the French versus Brazil right now, but yeah. I mean, this is translation going on right now, I guess. Well, I'm getting too excited. I got timed out. Shama, huh? Yeah! Shama's cool again after he bitched Ankalaev. I love how the UFC only allows pre-approved press, so no real questions ever get asked. Yeah, but at least the crowd are on game. Like, they know to boo Garn. We need a question thrown at Hockett. That's what we need more than anything. That would really help things liven up, you know. Shama, huh? Shama. I'm not behind. It's just the live stream is behind. You'd have to pause the UFC stream, I guess. That's all I can do. I can't really do anything else. Alex talking too much, not gonna lie. It's kind of lame because it's like the translation doesn't hit the same. It's like listening to an anime dubbed then subbed, you know. It's just ain't got the emotional impact behind it, I guess. Garn speaks. Thank you for the €5, Marshall Geese. Garn speaks. J2 breaks apart a reasonable crasher. I just don't want to look at his stupid fucking head, you know. It's just, I hate this guy, man. Thank you for the €5, bro. He's back to God. Boo this man! Fuck this guy! Favor the €5 again, bro. Speaking of euros, I'm sure you feel the same way about Garn as I do. I'm sure my European brothers in arms, you know what I mean. They should be spamming Garn with eye pokes questions. Someone should. I didn't even, to be honest, I was screaming so much I kind of missed the question, but I didn't really care for what Garn had to say. It was probably some dumb shit. Jeju, do you dream about Garn when he goes to sleep? When I go to sleep? No, not really. Bro, someone asked Hockett a question, man. This is boring. Come on. We've been spoiled with Hamzat and Strickland, man. You know what? Shout out to Hamzat and Strickland, man. They really put on a show for us. We've been spoiled. I need a Hockett question, man. They're asking about Hockett. Here we go. Hockett needs to jump in here. Yeah, there we go. Come on. He's just tweaking, waiting to jump in. Come on, Hockett. Make this good for us. Make this massive. Pereira nonchalant. I mean, he could be. I mean, it's only Josh Hockett. Yeah, he can ignore. Hockett needs to step in here. Bro, Hockett fumbled. Hockett fumbled right there. That was an opportunity. L Hockett. Oh, they're asking if Trump will wrap around him, but you don't know. He probably will. Hockett playing 40 chess. It's just a good opportunity for him to jump in there, but he missed that one right there. Bro, Chandler really shouldn't be letting that hair grow out like that. That's a crazy hairline to let the hair grow out like that. Holy shit, I forgot Michael Chandler existed. I can't stop looking at the hair. It's too long. And that's coming from me. Boost for Chandler. I don't know. It's kind of sad. He is a fun fighter. Or he was when he first came in. But I guess everyone's sick of him now. It's just NPC Chandler shit he's saying. It's just like, it is what it is, you know. Now they're asking roughly something. Chandler stole Tony Ferguson's hairline after the KO. I mean, he's never had the best. I mean, he hasn't had a good hairline for a while, to be fair. I mean, he could get a transplant. I don't know why he doesn't. Especially considering how long out. He really should have got a hair transplant when he was getting the McGregor fight. He had more than enough time to wait, you know. Spent 2 years out and just couldn't get a transplant in the meantime. Hockett isn't dumb. He knows Lewis could put his lights out. I mean, sure, in the fight, but we're talking about the press conference here, and I need Hockett to just jump in and interrupt somebody mid-question. Bro, cut off Rufy and just say some shit. What is Hockett waiting for? Hockett chin is incrackable. It'll get cracked eventually. Lewis could crack it, but we'll see what happens. I think he's going to wrestle with Lewis, though. L presser. Hockett could save this, but he's fumbling it. That's the annoying part here. Bro, I forgot O'Malley is... No one's even asked... They're going to ask O'Malley next, probably. I respect everyone's origins, but it would be nice if more people put effort into learning English. If you're a fun fighter, but also if you got aura or you're fun, then like it's cool, you know. This is so shit compared to Hamzat versus Sean. But to be fair, that was expected. But Hockett has a chance here. He needs to just step in, like show that, impose your will on them. Impose your will on the press conference. Put them on the back foot. Throw something they're not expecting. Be unorthodox. Hockett drunk? L Hockett, man. If he doesn't do something here, it's such an L. Imagine the media don't even ask him a question. We're getting Sahabi questions before Hockett, man. That ain't, bro, he's trying to say that as if he's Khabib, bro. That shit ain't hitting. That shit wasn't hitting. Shout out to Sahabi. He's really a cool guy, but that shit wasn't hitting. Yeah, Hockett, whip your meat out. I wouldn't go that far, but can we just start interrupting people and just yapping some shit? Yeah, here we go. Please. Oh, fuck. At least it's Lewis. Lewis with NPC answers, man. Come on. We know Arman's the backup. Dana's already confirmed it with Nina Drama on a kick stream. We know this. Who are these media members, man? Get them out of here. Oh, what a waste of a question. Ask Hockett something. Oh, Gaethje's reassuring us, man. All right, cool from Ilya saying he's going to break someone's jaw. Okay, that was nice. Gaethje ain't biting. Such L presser, man. L presser. These questions suck. These media members suck. It's the same media members that ask the same fucking NBC. Instigate some shit. Just, bro, Alex, Josh Hockett at the media today said your mum was fat. What do you have to say to that? Come on. Just start some shit. And Dana's like, oh no, cut it out, cut it out. Just to keep pushing them, you know? Hockey will jump in. Mike Bond, usually good questions. What a dork. It's a question that you could ask at like a media scrum or something, you know? NBC Media. Yeah! Thank you, Oscar Willis. Here comes the poetry. So stupid. Am I right, New Jersey? Oh my God, bro. I wonder how long that took him to write all that up. As his belly jiggles as he sits down. This is weird. This isn't hitting, bro. This is cringe, bro. It's so cringe. I love it. I agree. It's cringe, but like, at least they're doing something. L. Lewis. Now, W. Lewis. We love Lewis around here. Lewis was more cringe with the video on this fight. Yeah, it was cringe. It didn't work out the way he thought it would. Sean O'Malley was looking so scared next to Hockett. Lewis, yeah, it was cringe. It was cringe from both of them, but at least they're doing shit, you know. Bro, I told you he would pretend he didn't understand Hockett. Yeah, I mean, Blaze kind of did the same shit, right? Blaze did the same. What the fuck is he talking about? Pulp Fiction cameo. Yeah, who could have predicted that, you know? I think this is the first trash talker that's just... Bro, Hockett was made for battle rap. Why has everything got to be a rhyme? It's always a rhyme with a... Am I right, New Jersey? Am I right, New Jersey? Yeah, Lewis doesn't really want any part of this. It is corny as fuck. It's not really hitting. I think Hockett should have gone after Pereira when I said he should have cut in. That was, you know what? Hockett he ain't got game like that. He couldn't step in to talk shit to Pereira because he can only run on script. They're booing Bo Nickel. Cool. We take that. Bo's looking weird with the clean shaven long hair. He actually looks like an alien. I don't like looking at this. I'm going to close the tab. I can't look at him like this. I don't like this. Yeah, I'm turning this shit off. I can't look at him right now. I think Hockett genuinely can't trash talk unless he's on script. And even then, it's just poetry. That's all it is. Bot Nickel. That's Bot Nick. That's a good nickname. Bot Nickel for sure. I didn't even listen to him, but I assume it's some NPC shit. Dorcas. Bro, Dorcas is on there like... Shouldn't even be up there, but oh well. Hockett should have prepared material for Alex. He knew it was going to be there. Hockett's trash talk is so shit, though. It's like you can just spurge out any shit. Like, just say shit, you know? Yeah, no, disappointed from Hockett. Disappointed. I think he peaked with the Blades. I think the Blades fight, how fun it was, it kind of maybe gaslighted us into him being a funny character, maybe. It wasn't even like I was on his side or like I'm thinking he's going to have some great trash talk, but like he just like, that was lame, to be honest. It wasn't even hitting. The crowd aren't really giving him the energy either. Like, Lewis sounded bad, man. He's lost some brain cells. It's just, I don't think he wants part of this rigmarole, you know. Best part of the press conference, all the booing gone. That's the best thing I got out of this. Hockett's so cringe, it's hard to watch, but I can't look away. Yeah, it is like a car crash, pretty much. We just got hit with reality, what actual press conferences is like. Yeah, we got a prime 2010s press conference yesterday, and now we're back to 2020s. That's what's happened here. I hate the UFC, bro. I blame Hockett. All my expectations was on Hockett to start. Bro, Garn's getting booed. Bro, the crowd is dead. All they're doing is booing Garn. Hockett has an opportunity to jump on Garn. Jump at... Here we go. If he doesn't do... Oh, it's a lame-ass poetry. I'm off the Hockett train. Fuck this guy. I don't want to... Bro. Lame-ass poetry. Fuck this guy. I want him KO'd. Lewis, please finish this guy. Oh, this is lame. He's disappointing. L Hockett. Disappointing. The best part of this is just booing Garn. That's literally all I'm here for. That's carrying the press conference. Am I right, New Jersey? It's just late. He's literally... This is Josh Hockett. Question to Hockett. Camera pans to Hockett. Hockett stands up, takes a minute to get his breath back from standing up because he's a chubby fuck. Reads a script, poetry. Am I right, New Jersey? And then just sits back down. That's it. W Hockett, L Hockett. I think it's L. Hockett 10-7. I mean, like, no one's really responding to him, though. I just think it's kind of corny. I'm kind of off the Hockett train right here. You can't deny that was the most fire heavyweight. Here he is, Hockett again. Licking his lips. I feel like Derek Lewis right here. He's on some R. Kelly shit. Shama on your mama. That's a good one. Childish, but that's literally the best thing he said all day. Here we go. Just start some hostility with everyone. Say some shit from O'Malley. Call him a cuck, please. Don't sit down. His trash talk is beyond cringe, but it shows up and fights. Here we go. Let's see what Alex says. He looks like he's about to say something here. He's slightly turning. Dana's getting in between them. Come on, Alex. Oh, he's laughing him off. Bro. Bro, Hockett looks like when you make a created character and then you watch your created character in the cutscene. That's the way he's acting and looking. Yeah, just start shit with him. Yeah. Oh, Ilya! I knew Ilya would go at him. I knew it. I called it. Ilya got rage baited on his behalf. Let's go, Ilya. Ilya KOs this fucking chubby fuck. Ilya rage baited. Let's go. Ilya starting things. Let's go. Nice. He got his... Let's go, Ilya. We got Hockett on the resume. Almost KO'd him with that. Thank you, Ilya, right there. Getting rage baited. Actually landed on him as well. Ilya, don't miss. He looks like Pereira's son right there. It looks like Ilya's nephew's defense. Why are they dressed the same? It looks like Alex's nephew. Thank you, Hockett. Yeah. They're actually kicking him out. I don't know what to make of that. Ilya's that privileged. He got someone kicked off the press conference. They're actually shaking hands on him for that. He actually defended him. He actually landed on Hockett with that throw. Hockett going. They ended it early. Bro, Hockett actually got horrified. No, oh, man, that was funny as fuck. It was so stupid, but it's funny. What's Gaethje getting up for? Oh, they're done with the presser. As soon as it starts getting good, then we end it. Oh, my. Every time, man. As soon as it starts picking up, they kick the guy off. The guy makes it fun. Nah, what? We can't be doing this. Get him off. And then we got to kick him off stage. Like, come on now. LUFC. You know what? That was funny. Chat, we did call Ilya getting rage baited. I think that was a good kind of out there prediction. Literally nothing asked to O'Malley, by the way. I don't think O'Malley got a single question. That's right. Hockett saved his character shtick right there. I really would have been off Hockett, but he saved it in the end. I told you, get rid of the poetry, the rhymes. We don't need that. Just get hostile with someone and just start something, you know? Ilya got rage baited so hard. He did, but I liked it. I liked that there was just a moment there. You know, that's a moment that's going to live in time. You know, that would be in like a, you know, but back in the day when press conferences were good and like they'd be clipped into compilations. Like that would have been a moment right there. I like that Ilya did that. I liked it. And I like that he actually he threw and he actually landed and knocked his glass. You know when someone gets something thrown at their glasses and like it actually goes like this? Like, you lost aura there, you know? I think Hockett lost the very little aura he had going on. Lewis was so cringe, bro. Yeah, Lewis didn't deliver. I think Lewis doing the, I don't think he didn't want any part of it. That's probably the best he could have done. The phone thing was cringe. But I love Derek Lewis, so. Josh Hockett is just like a dyslexic Muhammad Ali. I just don't like the rhymes. We don't need it. It's so like, once you realize he's only going on script as well, he's waiting for a question and he's reading a poem that has no relevancy to the question. It's like, just start, like, literally, I said, as soon as you just start random shit with someone will bite and it heats up. And that gets all the attention. That's what's going to get all the views. It ain't going to be the, am I right, New Jersey? You know? Hockett is so lame. Alex aura farming. Hockett is lame, but I appreciate him being lame for us, you know? Like, it was cringy, it was corny, but, like, it is fun. It's fun to watch. Like, it's a fun cringe compilation. It's like watching Michael Scott, you know, in The Office, if anyone likes watching The Office anyway. They should have made the press conference longer, too short. It's as soon as it starts getting, oh, this is fun. What? Get him off, you know? And we've got to take him off, you know? Maybe Ilya Tabori does have the most privilege in the UFC. They actually took Josh Hockett off stage. They literally took someone off stage for Ilya's demand, you know? Request. Genuinely, I have Ilya smoking Hockett. I like that he landed on it. There's a big risk reward when you throw something on stage at someone. Like, it really has to land. And I don't think Ilya could have landed it any better. Maybe it could. The only way Ilya could have thrown whatever he threw at him any better is if it hit him in the mouth and he went, ugh. Like, that maybe would have been better. But getting the glasses off, that was a good one. W Ilya for that. That was good by Ilya. But also, he did get rage baited. And getting called a midget by Hockett wasn't the best look, but, you know. But, I mean, it paid off for Ilya because he got him kicked off stage. So he kind of got the W there. He threw the can at him. But I'd had to rewind it. But I'm going to see the face-offs real quick. And then we can go back and have a look, I guess. But delivered in the end. Very dull. Garn getting booed. Great. Loved that. Don't think we got any, like, interesting information out of anything. Like, there was nothing really eventful out of that. Lopez and Garcia facing off. Had no questions. They could have sent this face-off in an email, basically. But Lopez and Garcia are cool. I'm looking forward to this one, but yeah. Josh No Hose Kid. What was it? Shaman. What's it? I'm going to shaman your mama. I don't know if someone said that before, but that was, as juvenile as it is, that's the best he got out. I wonder how long that took him to write that up. But yeah. Bro, I wish Paddy won. Yeah, Pat, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was behind. When it wasn't Armin, I was behind the idea of it being Paddy because it would have been a big fight. Yeah, Paddy would have been a lot better. Paddy would have been way better, actually. Yeah, that's disappointing. Paddy could have made it a lot more fun. I think Gaethje answered one thing and it wasn't really. It was just quite NPC-like. So, here we go. Bo Nickel face-off with Dorcas. Dorcas kind of more. Actually, I don't know. But yeah, I can't look at him with the clean shave. He looks like an alien. I don't like it. Why did Ilya react in the first place? Did Hockett say something? I think Ilya's kind of on like a, how dare he disrespect the legend that is Alex Pereira and kind of defended him on his behalf. But it doesn't, it's not the best look. It looks like he just got rage baited. And it looks like the size difference between Ilya and Alex really shouldn't have stood up because it looked like Ilya was an upset nephew defending his uncle's honor. That's the way it looked to me. But it paid off for him, I guess. I know, it looked funny. They were in the same fit with the belts together. Looked like it might have been his son. Like, the size difference between Pereira and Ilya is like the same difference between Ilya and his own son, you know? Sean, hotel chair. Yeah, that was a waste. To be honest, that was a waste of a seat. We could have given that to someone else. But Chandler and Rufy facing off. Not really too much to say about that. Sean got injured. I don't know if Rufi just actually put his hand on his face. I missed that, but it looked like Michael wasn't about to bite on it. Watch Hockett get dropped now. Man, I don't know. We'll see. I think he beats Derek Lewis, but it's annoying as well because for the White House event, they should hype it up, but like, not really anything comes from it, you know? Like, the most interesting thing is Hockett talking shit to Ilya and Alex, which isn't even one of the fights anyway, so he did. Okay, fair enough. Here we go, Sahabi O'Malley. I mean, O'Malley's going to just hype mog him here. That's his main kind of selling point as a Oh, no, not as much as I thought it would, actually. Okay, never mind. I thought he was going to have a couple more inches over him. Never mind. Okay. You think Sahabi has a chance? Yeah, I mean, he has a chance, but I think O'Malley's going to win. I think it's a good matchup for O'Malley. I mean, he's not... Yeah, I thought he'd be a bit noticeably bigger, to be honest. Or not bigger, but taller. They go with O'Malley, a real matchup, then maybe people would ask him questions. Yeah, true, that as well. If it was Sanhagen, because they've always had a back and forth here. At least Sanhagen's always yapping about him. Chat, is there something behind, like, who this... I don't want to question why this kid... Is this kid, like... I don't understand who this kid is. O'Malley is, like, 5... No, I get he's not... But for bantamweight, his whole, like, character was... I'm a 5'9" bantamweight, you know? Here we go, the face-off with Pereira Garn. Let me hear the boos, actually. I need to hear this. Someone say fuck Garn. Someone throw a tomato at his head, please. Yeah, I guess not really. Pereira's still with the belt, I guess, even though he's moved up a division, but oh well. Probably some billionaire's kid. I don't want to question it, because I don't know, it might be some sort of... I hope it's not a Make-A-Wish thing, but like, I don't know. I don't want to really question it, but just kind of... I've never seen that before. Who's that kid? Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe just one of, I don't want to, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Yadong arguably beats O'Malley. I love his striking, but it's so obvious, the UFC favoritism. 100%, that's just the way they are with O'Malley. It's the annoying thing with O'Malley is it's just not paying off with any interesting, like, high, like Yadong wasn't like a fun fight, you know? Like, his Marab performances weren't fun either. So if he doesn't have a fun fight with Sahabi as a space on the White House, it's going to be pretty lame. Yeah, Gaethje size Morgan Ilya, even though he's going to get flatlined still. They're just going to be respectful either way. Let's go, Gunn. I want to see Tom slime him out. I'm with you there. But I want Alex to slime him out as well. If we can get back-to-back sliming out Garns, that would be appreciated, you know? No Hawkins versus Lewis face-off. Oh, they kicked him off, so he's not going to get that, I guess. That's crazy. I've never seen them just kick them off and be like, yeah, we're done. Get this guy out of here. Get him out of here. All right, well, that's the press conference done, so that's that. I mean, what do we rate that, chat? After, I don't know, maybe we just spoil after... Who is this kid? He's holding both back. That's crazy. I need to know who this kid is. I don't understand. Why is he up there? Why is he getting all the attention? I don't get it. Not cool, Dana, not cool. Dana getting pissed off at the kid wanting selfies with everyone. I mean, he was on a pedestal on the stage. I don't get who it was. Ilya, a cool guy? I'd have to go back to why he was... so I don't know if Hockett even said anything to him, but I think he was just defending Alex on his... I kind of got distracted from all the yelling, to be honest, but yeah. Ilya the least cool? No, Ilya's the man. Is that a Make-A-Wish? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I don't know. Yeah, I can imagine it being a nephew or something. That's what I was kind of thinking as well. They're really dead set on destroying the product. Yeah, in a lot of ways, it is what it is. You know, whatever. 5 out of 10. I mean, Garn boost, that was cool. Hockett saved it in the end, but then they kind of killed it once Hockett started making it fun. So that's like, okay, can't have any fun around here, guys. Decent press conference. Maybe I've got too high expectations, but I wasn't expecting much. But I mean, based off the predictions we did, I was expecting Hockett to kind of jump in a bit earlier and like less with the bullshit rhymes, just kind of jump in with some hostility towards someone. Try and deliberately. I did say, look, Ilya's the easiest to rage bait. Hockett should have gone after Ilya pretty quickly. And yeah, small dick energy. I don't know who you're talking about because there was quite a lot of that on stage probably that you could be talking about. J2 versus Garn. I'll be in the crowd, and then once Pereira slimes him out, I'll hop in, and then I'll have my way with him afterwards. I'll show him what's up, you know. This one's for Tom, you know. Who was the kid, bro? I want to be there. I have no idea. I don't know. Danny spent more time on crypto announcement than building fights. Yeah, I need to go back. He said something about 600k bonus, I think split between the fighters, but like none of them seem to have reacted, so maybe he told them backstage, I don't know. It wouldn't be cool if he decently went after Ilya. Oh, directly? I mean, to be fair, it's like The trash talk, the thing is with Hockett, it's like his trash talk is just like throw random shit at the wall and hopefully something sticks. So that's kind of, I feel like his gimmick is, like that was his gimmick in the last event when he was going after Yeri, Allberg. Like I was expecting him to do that, to be honest. Hockett cringe as fuck. I agree. He is cringe, but like, I'm glad he's there to be cringe. Like that's better than, like him doing that was the most interesting part of the press conference, you know? Hockett actually genius level IQ. It's genius level low IQ, I guess. Why did every fighter completely shut down every question? Most of them aren't really like the most charismatic to begin with, so like there's not really too much to get out of them, I guess. Even like Garn getting booed and like after all the whole controversy with Tom, like can't really give us much. Like that's like just not really a talker, you know. I can forgive Alex. Like Alex is an entertaining, fun fighter with like big events, so it's like I don't really need to hear much from him. Like he can just try and aura farm and just say "Jama," you know. But the rest of them, like, can we build up some, can we build up some animosity between each other or something? Have you ranked the press conferences yet? No, I think I might do that in another stream. Or I'm gonna have to list down the streams that are worth putting in the tier list. Hockett is the Leo Messi of Bryce Mitchell intelligence-wise. Maybe. If you say, maybe, I guess. Hockett carried so hard, bro. Oh my God. He carried, but it's like, it was an easy carry job. You know what I mean? Looking forward to him forever. I mean, I think people are going to be, I'll see how, like, let's see how, like, people are responding to it. But I feel like most people are going to say he was cringe. I feel like it's the same sentiment here. I feel like it was just cringe until someone that was Ilya actually got rage baited into responding to him and giving him attention. Because Lewis wasn't really, like, going back to him, you know? Like, Lewis was trying to play it off, so he didn't really have much to work with. So, yeah. Am I right, New Jersey? Incredibly cringe. Oh, the Incredible Cringe. Yeah, that should be a good nickname for him. That's, I wish they combined UFC 328's press conference with this one. Yeah, but it'd just be so distracted by, like, Hamzat and Strickland. It would have just been the same thing, you know. Hockett gave me, I mean, me and Hockett would have jumped in with some bullshit, but I don't know. Nah, bro, at least someone is shit talking. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's cringe, but, like, it's our cringe. I appreciate it. I can appreciate someone trying, like, putting in effort, but, like, he could have gone about it better. I would have just told Hockett, just from the jump, just literally start shit with everyone. Just be annoying and just get your attention, and, like, that would have been the most interesting. Someone tell Hockett. But that being said, had he done that, he would have just got kicked off, I guess. Like Ilya got him kicked off in the end. Ilya has negative personality. Ilya's pretty cool. Alex looks so different. I mean, he's been beefing up. He does look like a chubby unk now, I guess. Ilya legit looked nervous. Dude was fiddling with his hands and everything. I don't think he was. I don't know what he'd be nervous about because he is gonna slime out Gaethje rather easily. So I don't really know what. I don't know what would be to be nervous about. I don't understand why the UFC is so dead set on destroying anything hype or fun. Yeah, I don't get it either. I really don't understand. Like, it was actually picking up. I mean, I get to the point where Ilya's throwing shit at him, and, like, they go, like, at that point, you do kind of have to cut it out. But I don't know why they, to be fair, I don't know why they sat Josh Hockett next to Pereira and Ilya. That was dumb as fuck. Because obviously, we even predicted it. Like, Ilya's the most rage baitable, and Hockett's going to go after Pereira. Like, that was an obvious one to go after. He's the biggest star. Like, him and Ilya are the biggest stars as well. So, it's the easiest attention to get. Dictator Ilya. Ilya is probably the Mbappe of the MMA world, to be honest. Probably, actually, to be fair. But, yeah, I don't know why they sat him next to him. That obviously wasn't going to go well in that sense. Is it me, or has Alex gotten kind of fat? But that being said, him being sat next to Pereira kind of paid off because he really got in his face, giving him the finger and shit. So... has Alex gotten kind of fat? Yeah, he's put on weight. I mean, we know he's got a gut and he's put on some face fat. So I think Dana listens to his shareholders and doesn't give a fuck anymore. Yeah, we kind of established this with Dana. That is what it is, I guess. Ilya Mbappé Taporio. Yeah, that's what he is, I guess. If there was an Mbappe of the UFC world, it would be Ilya Taporia. I think they stopped this one because UFC 250 is more mature. I mean, if it is more mature, I wouldn't have gone with putting Josh Hockett on the card to begin with, but okay. More culturally important than UFC 328. Like, it's going to be looked at like, wow, this sport is so immature and violent. But that's what it is, though. It is like, even though also fans like they'll like resent like this isn't WWE. It pretty much is. Like if you want to be like that, you start watching other MMA promotions because UFC is just a shit show. That's the best way they get attention and views and whatnot. So, what's with the Mbappe dictator meme? He's just the dictator of Real Madrid. So it's kind of like that's pretty much what it is. It's not Real Madrid just all hate each other and Mbappe is a dictator pretty much. Like someone might try a T attack. It's WWE that might not have a script. Pretty much. Ceremony weigh-ins now. Sean and Hamza are going to face off again. Yeah, I'll have that ready. I'll let you guys know. You guys can stay. I'll let you know when they're walking out for the weigh-ins, you know. I mean, the weigh-ins just started. No one's even started yet, so. But anywho. Good morning, my Australian brother. What's up, Shoga? How's it going? I would let you know, you've just missed quite the uneventful press conference. But if you want to watch it, I'd recommend watching the last 5 minutes of it. That's pretty much all you're getting out of it.